the permissions or...
Hi, chat. Hope everyone's having a good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you.
How's it going, chat?
I'd also like to thank Baked Buddhist for joining my members and sending a super chat with a bunch of hearts on it.
I also have to ask the same. He joined my Jarl tier, and so welcome, Jarl Baked Buddhist, and also $2 super chat with arts. Thank you so much.
Curious to see if Mizu can top last week's Madness and Lawtism. Well, this week we have a couple videos from Ava. So I don't know, we're not gonna beat the naked lady.
Look, no,
like, you're just not gonna beat that.
Yeah, no, you never will. We literally never will, but there's a few videos we can watch on the Watch Together, but there's one video that we might have to watch via like him streaming on Discord.
Yeah, just
because it's the Liver King body cam, the body cam footage for the interrogation room when he was like in full psychosis, traveling to Texas to fight Joe Rogan allegedly, and we have the footage from that, and apparently it's pretty good.
Also,
yeah,
chat,
no,
I'm
I
eating
never
some
watched
stuff
any
in the
of these.
background.
And yes, Professor Keen, you got me to read. Look, I will be when the book comes in. I will decide a time when I read for 2 hours. Right now, it's members only. I will be putting up a super chat goal to make it just a public stream, but limit 2 hours at least for now. Like you guys think it's gonna be fun, but reading law text, even fantasy law text, is boring as shit usually.
Yeah. It'll be fine, though. People will love it.
I don't know, after I've said subsection whatever for the 300th time, they might start freaking banging their head against a wall, or I might, I don't know.
Thank you, Nerdy Text, an accountant, for the member for 10 months. Says, hello, everyone. Wait, what? That sounds crazy. Yeah, no, the naked woman was crazy. Or the Liver King thing.
No,
I don't know which
one
one you're
was
talking
wild.
about. Both of them are crazy.
It doesn't matter. Oh, thank you so much, Saint Raphael, for the 10 gifted memberships.
And no, not for today. We're not going over Andrew's video on the Johnny Somali trial. We may loop back around to that.
I mean, I usually catch up. I mean, I'll catch up on it later, but I usually don't need to watch the actual stream.
Yeah.
I'm a fast facts watcher of legal mindsets.
Best facts.
Fast facts, 10, 15 minutes I'm good on, but there's a lot going on, and I can't be there for an hour and a half, as we hum and haw waiting for the decision of Korean government. I hope that his appeal gets rejected and the prosecution's appeal is considered, and they give him more time, because 6 months is far below even the minimum in the sentencing guidelines for the crimes he committed. That's the most that I'll say on it. We'll see what the decision is probably later tonight or tomorrow after Legal Mindset, does his thing.
Yeah. But chat, I hope you're ready for us to get into this. The first one Ava sent me was Sergeant caught stealing from Walmart in 4K. Let's see where it goes. Oh man,
when cops think they're just above the law.
Your keys got flustered, and it was unintentional. It was a mistake.
Yes.
Nothing was intentional.
Yes, I am a detective.
Okay, grabs a receipt. Why is she grabbing a bag? Something weird's going on.
On October 6th, 2025, at a Walmart in Show Low, Arizona, Loss Prevention reported that a woman in uniform was acting suspiciously, placing items inside a tote and attempting to leave without paying. When officers arrived, they immediately recognized her as Sergeant Melissa Ward of the White Mountain Apache Police Department. She insisted it was all a mistake, but the cameras told a very different story.
So, what's going on right now?
Hey, Butler.
Melissa, how you doing?
She got totes. I saw her in totes grabbing them, and since it's such a big issue, I started following her. Every single item she got, she opened the tote, put it in, and closed it every single time. And then when she got to the front end, the only thing she purchased was the tote. And then she tried, before she even bought the tote, she went to the GM exit, was stopped there by the doorhouse, went back, went to customer service, then went back, purchased the tote, and then went through grocery. So it's kind of where we're at right now.
Hey, wow.
Yeah,
He's gonna chat with you and stuff. Were you just getting off work and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm getting stuff for PD for the. I lost my keys.
Oh.
What? I'm getting stuff
What
for the
does that
police
mean?
department. I lost my keys. What does your keys have to do with anything?
What does the keys have anything to do? I love when
Are you buying your keys from Walmart? Like, what are you?
throw other. No, but just like what they like to do when people get caught, or they know that they're caught, they like to throw other crises into the mix. I was buying stuff for the police department. That's really the only response we need. But also, let's add some added anxiety to the situation by I lost my keys, can't get into the PD or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, how is that relevant? It's not.
Yeah, because right now you might not be going to the PD. At least not by yourself.
No. You won't be going in through the employee entrance anyway.
Why always Walmart? I don't know. Especially because
people
Walmart
think
has so
they
many
can get away in
cameras.
Walmart, even though it's crazy. Like I think the only franchise like group of stores that is more crazy with their loss prevention is Target. So like,
And Target's the one that'll track how much you steal.
Stealing from Walmart. Oh yeah, no, they.
For people that don't know how
They
Target works,
absolutely will.
Walmart will stop you at the door and prevent you from leaving with it. Target will allow you to steal more and more until you reach a felony amount, and then they will hit you all at once with all of it.
Yeah. Kleptomaniacs that could be. There's a lot of people who in position, they have more than enough money to pay for these things, but there's something missing in their life, and they think stealing, gives them that whatever it is they're looking for.
Yeah.
Because right now, I can't understand why. Like, why would you steal these things?
Yeah, I wonder what she stole.
Apparently a bunch of shit that she was putting
There she
inside
put
the
the
tote. Then she tried to buy the tote in the self-checkout.
By the way, if you're, and I know this as somebody that used to work at Target and other grocery stores in the past, if you're buying a tote, leave it with the lid off, or they're definitely going to be tracking you around the store.
It's immediate red flag. I mean, come on.
Yeah, if you're buying a tote or any sort of storage container, leave it with the lid off.
Done, okay, I'm not advocating for crimes or anything like that, right? But what I would have done is I would have taken the lid off and put it, you know how you can put it in an angle inside the tote?
Yeah.
And then hide the stuff under that lid where it's still open, but there's a hiding space, right? That might be a little less suspicious, but straight up snapping the lid closed, it's on its side, and you go into self-checkout. I'm sorry, I'm checking that out.
Yeah.
While I go out to the parking lot to get my keys.
Keys and stuff. Okay.
So I'm flustered because I got a phone call too.
Okay. Yeah, he'll chat with you about it, and we'll try to figure it out.
You know, you're right. She's just adding crises on crises. I was going out to the parking lot to get my keys,
Yeah, no, that's what
and now I'm flustered because I got a phone call.
There's a reason why we have the relevance rule when it comes to the, objections, objection relevance. And it's because this is a very common tactic, even amongst lawyers, if we let them get away with it.
Yeah, fair. It's just so funny. Especially how she says it.
It really is.
I'm flustered because I got a phone call.
Her first words, I was just, and then all of a sudden I lost my keys. I'm like, all right, honestly, you're arrested now. Just that response alone tells me everything I need to know.
I've been busy. When y'all get a moment, may I ask y'all a question? Depends on the question.
It depends on the question.
Do you have your weapon on
Dumbest moment there we go.
Special courtesy, I'm not putting you in handcuffs, but we're gonna take you to a car, put you in the back. I'm gonna take your bag and just make sure you have nothing on you, okay? Fair enough?
And then we'll chat down at the PD and stuff. Okay. We're gonna walk around here real quick. So she's got her patrol car here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have you sit back here, and then I'm gonna read your rights and interview, okay? I heard her telling you.
Yes, she was. So that's why I was like, let's double check with Miles, because she was trying to claim that she was gonna go intercept somebody at the front to watch her car so she can go back out to her car because she can't find her keys.
Why was she stuffing it in the bag?
Exactly. So
Did we find the keys?
that's another thing too. We'll search the bag and see if she has her keys or not. But as we pulled in, we see her patrol car. We ran it. Yeah. So she came here. Just got off work. Came here.
I'm gonna read your Miranda rights. You had a right to have one appoint to you prior to question. Do you understand these rights? Okay, so what happened here? And just be straight with me. I mean, we all make mistakes.
I'm looking for my keys. So what ended up happening was I went over, I'm supposed to get 2 totes. So I ended up grabbing 1 tote and I put some stuff in there, and then I got a phone call. Somebody was letting me know we had a family member passed away this morning. So I was just getting ready to leave, but I thought I could go to the front and ask for my keys. There's a lady that's usually right here.
Why does the front have your keys? What are you talking about?
You little bitch. And the reason why I say you little bitch, because when someone is informed that a family member, especially a close family member, has passed, you get hit with grief that usually it's like this brain fog that you end up getting, and the courts recognize it because it's so prevalent when it happens to grieving people. So they just randomly throw in the death of a close family member. They're like, oh yeah, I put some stuff in the tote I was gonna pay for, but then I got a call and the family death member, and I forgot there was stuff in there. I'm looking for my keys. I'm like, okay, we're on excuse like 4 or 5 now. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you gotta kind of stick with one. And also thank you, Internet Zen, for the super. It says, I started to type a super chat and then heard woman cop. I was gonna make a what was he stealing donuts joke, but since it's a woman cop, insert witty woman moment remark here.
Women.
Well, the joke for the woman cop is supposed to be, hope she doesn't have to arrest you because then you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Speaking of, a woman cop in Ontario tried to shoot a mass shooter and ends up shooting a rabbi who's walking out of the Pornhub HQ. Like I
rap. What in the what?
Did you not hear about this story?
That sounds like an Onion article.
I think it's Ontario, Canada, is a Pornhub headquarters.
Canada. Yeah, that's where Pornhub is located.
There was a incel guy that wanted to kill the Pornhub CEO. So he tried to do the sniper thing on top of a building, but he couldn't figure out what window he was supposed to look in. So he decided he was just going to go through the front door and I guess just walk up to the CEO and try and shoot him that way. Well, he gets. I don't know how he ended up getting
Magione.
caught or how people noticed him. I guess he was pretty blatant about it. So they call up a cop to stop him. Well, the cop sees a man exiting the building and for whatever fucking reason just assumes he's the shooter. So she shoots the man exiting the building and kills him.
Oh my god.
Turns out the man exiting the building was a Jewish rabbi who, for whatever reason, was leaving the Pornhub headquarters.
Look, they like to ask questions, the Jewish rabbis, it's fine.
Yeah.
But no, seriously. Holy shit, that is such an insane fucking headline.
So
a policewoman shoots a Jewish rabbi who was exiting a Pornhub HQ in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah. Like, it's...
That's crazy.
I feel bad that somebody died, but at the same time, it sounds like a skit.
It does. It sound like I said, and I apologize if I sound, desensitized to it, but it sounds like a fucking Onion article.
Yeah.
It literally sounds like an article that you would read on the Onion.
Oh yeah, the shooter did kill the police officer lady's partner as well. 2 people died, one
Jesus.
police officer and a Jewish rabbi. The shooter got arrested without issue after that. The shooter is kind of pissy right now. Not because he got arrested, but because he had this brilliant incel manifesto, and now all anybody is talking about is the female cop that shot a Jewish rabbi in the Pornhub HQ.
Honestly, great. That's honestly great. The guy clearly wants his manifesto to be the fucking focus, so don't air it anywhere. Don't give those fucking pieces of shit, any fame or highlight them at all, because a lot of them will literally just do these horrible things for that recognition and fame.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. Also, it was up here. Boss Hog did reply. He said, "My question is, have y'all heard of the movie Citizen Vigilante? I have seen it. I am a bit
Citizen Vigilante.
iffy on it. Have you heard of it?"
Hold on, I'm looking at it. It sounds familiar, but okay, it's a 2026 film, so no.
Yeah, so it's gotten banned a couple places in Europe because the idea
Action thriller.
The idea is a guy, white dude, meets a little girl that has been raped by like the European rape gangs, and she tells him who did it. So he's gonna go get the guy and kill the guy who did it. Well, he goes to the guy's like house basically, and he finds out not just the guy that did it, but the whole family was either in on it or approved of him doing it. So it turns into this guy in this like suburban building murdering like an entire immigrant family of like 10 or 12 people.
Jesus.
Like just going down the list. Like finding out every single member of their family that was in on it and just killing all of them.
Citizen Vigilante is a bad movie, but the premise is good. Disgruntled, I might give you that.
I was but it got banned.
No,
because of
at
that.
first I'm like, okay, this sounds cool. And it's like, oh no. And then you made the antagonist cartoon villain levels of evil. The whole family, the entire family was okay with it. Okay, yeah, really? That's not how even Hitler's family wasn't okay with what he was doing. Like, Jesus.
I mean, you would say that. However, I've seen in some of these situations where the family is like, yeah, no, she shouldn't have been dressed that way. She was tempting him. Hell, I've seen it with some people in America before in court where the family's like, he's a good boy. That guy just made him upset, and that's why he stabbed him 52 times.
I mean, I've literally, there's a lot of people who, family will just blindly support the person who clearly did objectively evil things.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not unheard of, but like a family, an entire building's worth of people, and not one of them had a problem. That's a little harder to believe.
I can believe it happening once
Even
or twice.
Carmelo Anthony, some of his family are fucking split between what happened. And that's only a family of like 6 to 8 people, and this is like 12 to 15 people. I think the premise is cool. I like the idea of it. I think maybe make things a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
Make it a cabal, make it a cartel or something like that. Don't make it a single immigrant family. That's fucking crazy. because obviously these people are organized. There's some larger organized group that they're operating under to be able to do this much damage and this much tragedy all across, Europe. I've read some of those documents. Yeah, it's a fucking horrifying what's going on, but it's not just a single immigrant family doing it. There's a bigger thing at play here.
It's not that a single immigrant family is doing it, is the point of the movie. It's that these, that families will protect them regardless. It's kind of like a tribalistic
kill the family,
thing.
But move on to the larger, the guy that's causing all this and organizing all this, and take him out. Do some John Wick shit.
Well, because I think I'm with most of the people in the chat, is I don't believe that guy exists. I don't believe the idea that there is like a Epstein of the European rape gangs.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously gang leaders. If we're gonna call them rape gangs, there's gotta be leaders to these gangs.
Well, typically there's not. Typically they just kind of do it together naturally. We see it happen in India a lot. It's hard to understand that places in the world are just this bad and just have like this horrible of a moral compass.
All right, well, let's continue with the Lawtism.
Before we do, thank you, Internet Zen. No, not just the women, but the children and the judges too. Making a Anakin Skywalker reference.
Yeah.
Citizen Vigilante, Count in a nutshell. Also, it was made by Uwe Boll? He's still around?
Apparently.
Okay. I thought he was... Honestly, I thought he was dead. Last time I heard about him was like 20 years ago. Or the last thing I heard that he did was like 20 years ago. Law-abiding citizen was
Apparently
great,
it's all
but
the
the ending was
immigrants
trash.
at the last scene, but I'm not watching it to confirm. Okay. Gotcha.
Uwe Boll. Oh, he's German. Huh. And yeah, he did make Citizen Vigilante. The last thing he made before that was called Rampage, and it was in 2009. So he hasn't put anything out for like a little over a decade. That's like, what, 16 years? 17 years?
And he seems to be firmly planted in the action thriller genre.
Oh yeah, he is like properly German, and that's why I didn't
If his last
see
movie,
some of this.
if his last movie was a movie called Rampage, then I think I see a theme.
Rampage got a theatrical release in Germany, but was direct to video everywhere else in the world.
Okay, yeah, that can happen.
It was his first film to get positive reviews.
Oh no, buddy.
It was his first film to be rated mostly positive.
I don't know, his only good movie was Postal. So he's the...
Yeah, he's famous for doing the Postal movies.
I've seen a fucking theme. That's so funny. You haven't missed much. We're only a few minutes into our first video. Police sergeant caught stealing from Walmart.
Yeah, sorry, we got on a sidetrack because somebody asked about Citizen Vigilante, which reminded me that Uwe Boll is a person.
They are a person.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, Ava, but Uwe Boll got so much criticism for some of his movies that he challenged his critics to come and box him, and they did.
Wait, what?
Have you not seen the video of Uwe Boll knocking out the people that criticize his movies?
No, I'm gonna have to see that at some point. But dude, look, all I know is if you are a director who's willing to fight your critics over your movie, that's at least some form of respect. I don't know.
He won. Yeah, he did win the fights. But the thing is, Uwe Boll is like actually interested in boxing, so I feel like it's kind of an unfair fight.
Yeah, and a little bit is. I direct movies.
It's like if Mike Tyson makes a shitty movie, and he's like, if you think my movie's shitty, you should box me. And it's like, well, that's kind of unfair.
And you got like a 64-year-old freaking movie critique person freaking going up and he can't even lift the fucking gloves. And Mike Tyson just wails they know who's next? No, we all love your movie. I swear, we love it.
See, everybody kind of gave Uwe Boll a lot of respect for fighting his critics. However, I think the people that deserve more respect are the critics who knew they were going up against a guy that had boxing experience.
That's not in my profession, and yet I'm willing to stand by my review to the point of fighting the director physically.
Yeah. Like, fine, I will accept your challenge if it means that much to you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like that lawyer and judge in Florida who just decided to get into a fight. Okay, let's do it right now.
Let's do it.
Well, holy shit, here we are.
It's wild. Uwe Boll is a wild person.
Yeah, respect to the critics for showing up. Anyone who's willing to throw down deserves respect. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
About letting somebody like park your cart and then go. I went in and I got one of the totes because I need to get candy for the department, and then I was going to put the other stuff in that tote it's my personal stuff that I'm going to buy for today. So I couldn't fit the other tote in there because there's 2 lids. There's only one tote.
Oh man.
The tote.
I can go.
Are you an idiot? You can stack totes on top of each other. What do you mean? I could fit the other tote in there.
That was just a really bad explanation.
Yeah.
Did you see the video at all yet?
No, do you want to just confirm?
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch.
So the tote you have, how come you were putting it aside and then putting a lid on it?
Because I'm going to fit another tote in there with candy, if that makes any sense. It just fits side by side.
I just want to see the video because she's telling us something, and I
just see the video.
Watching her on the video.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see her.
Those self-checks that are closed, she went through there, she had her phone out.
Okay.
Then she cuts around the corner, goes over to Clint at door 2. Clint talks to her, she turns around, she goes to customer service. She waits in line in customer service for a minute or two. She rolls up, says a couple words to generally the team lead, comes out, heads back to door 2, talks to Clint again, circles back around, and then she cuts through, up through the self-check, turns around, gets in line to self-check the box.
Okay.
Yeah, all over the place, girl.
She scans the tote, just the tote. Doesn't open anything, scans the tote.
Oh yeah, wait. Let's see, you got bounce mega sheets for dogs and cats and stuff. You got some nuts or something. You got more freaking bounce mega sheets. OxyClean, a ball, dog food, a binder. Is that a leash? I think that's a leash. This is all personal items.
Yeah. For a dog.
There's a thing here, and you know what? We feed the canine unit Jinx fucking dog food. Excuse me.
This is one of those things that's like, why? This has to be somebody that's just like, what do you call it?
It's kleptomaniac.
Yeah, kleptomaniac. Because
yeah, it's definitely someone in my chat mentioned kleptomania was one hell of a drug or something. You called it 100%. This is absolutely like the pathological checklist for a kleptomaniac.
Like, this is just you needed some stuff and you decided, I'll just try and steal it.
Yeah, for whatever reason. Dog food at a leash. It sounds like this for Eva. Okay, fuck you. First of all, it would be cat food.
Goes right past the door host on 1, and she's past everything. She's past the scanner.
Yeah.
And that's when we stop.
Loss prevention.
Yeah, right there.
I'm telling you, these guys watch you.
These guys don't fuck around.
Like, I've mentioned it before that I used to work at a Target, and our AP people would walk up like behind me and they'd be like, hey, there's a guy on this aisle that looks like they're stealing shit. And you'd walk up and
Yeah.
you'd kind of follow the person and they'd look completely normal to me. And the AP person, like, did you see that? They just stole that. And I'm like, stole what? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, when it comes to any big warehouse store, so we're talking Target, Walmart, Costco, Sam's Club. You know, these big places, they have loss prevention there on site. They're gonna find you. They're gonna see you. They're gonna catch you. Smaller chains like Dollar General and stuff, they still have loss prevention, but they're actually over at corporate monitoring the cameras in an office environment. So they you know, they're not gonna just come out the door and fucking stop you, but these bigger places absolutely will.
Oh, yeah. They will check. I remember one time working at Target where somebody tried to steal one of the TVs, which
Oh no.
horrendously stupid thing to steal, by the way. It's
Yeah, really, yeah,
It's
no.
huge
bulky,
item.
heavy, what are you doing?
And like, when you get it to the car, what are you gonna do? Because obviously people are gonna see you leave with the TV. Do you think you're gonna manage to lift it into the car by yourself before somebody catches you? But the guy angled himself at the front door and started running for it because I guess he thought if he could get a running start, he was just free to go. And our AP person, who was like a shorter lady.
Clothesline?
It was like a shorter, like little lady, a little chubby lady. I watch her come bolting out of the AP office and charging down the aisle, immediately tackles the shit out of this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, full on. No hesitation, no surrender. No man left behind.
Yeah, people always think about, because I think most people have worked at least one retail job in their life, that you're always told never try and stop a shoplifter. Yeah, the regular cashiers never try and stop a shoplifter. But if you're at a big store with an AP team, they will tackle your ass.
Yeah, they will absolutely tackle your ass.
That rule
thank you so
doesn't
much for
apply
the
to
10.
them.
I worked at Dollar General for a few days. I quit after I saw them feed a thief to the thing in the basement. Okay, I've also worked at Dollar General for a brief amount of time, and I know that's just not true because Dollar Generals don't have basements, and that was actually the attic that they fed them to.
They feed them to the thing in the attic.
Actually,
That's why
one
the prices stay
crazy
so low.
What's crazy actually about Dollar General is if Daylight had stayed a little bit longer, the first week, or I think it's the first couple weeks, you had to complete this video training stuff during your break, which is kind of fucking stupid in and of itself. But the training very much sets everything up like corporate 100% expects their managers, their employees to be the main source of their shrink, their loss, than even customers. They literally like, oh no, like fucking stitch out your fellow employees. You guys are all dirty thieves and we know it and we're watching you kind of shit. Like, I'm not joking. It has that kind of vibe. And it's like, I don't know how much of the loss is actually like employee responsible. Seems a little fucking crazy, but that's how DG handles it.
Yeah.
So, because she's claiming that she was trying to find someone to watch her cart because she didn't know where, but that doesn't explain why she would then try to push out the merchandise.
So you said you came here and you're buying it for the department?
Yes.
What were you buying for the department?
Oh, thank you, Baked Buddhist, by the way, for this Hoover. They said, I worked at Walmart for 9 months when I was 20.
Oh,
Glad you got out, because Walmart
I'm so
sucks.
sorry. Yeah, no, get it. Yeah, get it out of there. Jesus Christ.
For what?
It's the trunk or treats.
Your department paid for that?
Yes, they gave me $500.
And you're telling me to make sure it's clear because you had a family member die?
Yes.
Your department gave you $500 for candy? Fuck off.
You lost your keys, got
If it's
flustered,
what
and it was all
is there a? There's not.
Yeah, I don't think we
I
know
was
where
wondering
they're
if
at.
there was going to be a date, but if it was around Halloween, that would be about how much a fire department or a police department would spend if they're handing out candy during a Halloween event.
Mayhap. I guess it depends on the area.
But still, you have, okay,
You have
You were
literally no
given this
candy in your
money.
tote.
did your, like, we can, look, and this is why he's asking us right now, is like, look, are you absolutely fucking sure that a family member died this morning? Because we can confirm this, and if it ends up you're lying, you're in big trouble. If it ends up she's not lying, she actually has a fucking defense because of the brain fog shit when it comes to gravy.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because you will do stupid shit that makes no sense if you are in the throes of grief, right?
Yeah.
Which is why she threw out that excuse, but they're gonna look into it. They're gonna fucking call your family and be like, "Hey, did someone die?" And it's like, "No." Well, you're fucking fired.
Yeah, you broke the law and you lied to us about it.
Yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Unintentional was a mistake.
Yes.
Nothing was intentional.
Yes, I am a detective. No, this is not intentional.
And so that's your bag, your personal bag?
Yes.
So do you have any problem if I look there, make sure no keys or nothing in there?
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
And you have no keys on you?
No.
And so that way I'm gonna sort it out, because honestly, if it's truly a mistake, the last thing I want you to do is in our car.
Me too.
Okay, so just give me a minute. Let me try to figure this out, and that's what I want. And respect you, put you here, so you're
Oh,
not in
look,
front
she's
of
got
everybody
some
out there.
hope in her.
I'm feeling already embarrassed.
She's got some hope in her eyes.
Okay, just hang tight for me, okay?
Thank you.
Did she say any reason why she was like stuffing it at all?
Like she told me because she had 2 totes, and so with the 2 totes, I took all the carts, so that's why she's putting it in there and then there, because otherwise she wouldn't have enough room. Because it kind of makes sense.
Okay. But she ended up purchasing 1 tote, though? Is that what they said? But then
Did you just say it kind of makes sense to me?
If you want, we can put her bag in here. We can go take a look at
God,
that.
this blue defend blue shit needs to calm down.
Hey, real quick question. I was talking to the officer, and when you went through there, you did pay for one of the totes. How come you only paid for one and none of the stuff in there?
Well, because I was like I said, I got a phone call. I was flustered.
So you got a phone call when you're checking out, or when?
No, I got it on my way out.
So after you checked.
Your story doesn't make sense. So she's arguing that she was flustered because of the dead family member, but now she's saying that she didn't get the call until after she had already not paid for everything. How are you messing up your story this bad?
Up big now. Yeah, because she panicked because she was caught, and this is usually what happens. Because kleptomaniacs, especially, they're opportunists. They do the things that they do because the opportunity presents itself. They don't have a plan or a redundant plan if something goes wrong and oh, here's my excuse or whatever. They don't have any of that prepared. So you're just watching somebody who was caught trying to steal something, who tried to steal something with no prep time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so.
Well, no. Let me rephrase that. I got a phone call a little bit earlier than that on my way out.
Okay, I realized that I fucked up, so give me a second.
She realized, oh, wait a minute.
I have to redo this.
Oh my god, girl. Kitten sneeze.
Thank you.
The other side. I forgot that there was other items in there, and like I said, like in my mind thinking, okay, I gotta go look for my keys to get out of here.
Okay, hang tight. We're just gonna check the video, okay?
Yeah, we just want to make sure that we can clearly refute what she's trying to tell us.
She's gonna fight this. Like, I
yeah.
She's
She has to fight this because she wants to keep her certification.
So under our criteria, this is.
She's already staged the tote.
Yeah, so the tote is full of all the stuff you've seen already.
Okay, grabs her receipt. Why is she grabbing a bag?
This is confusing to me. She grabs a bag and sticks it in there, and then she never does anything with it.
My man, is she planning to like go try to do returns on the merchandise with the bag? Like, what is the plan here? Something weird's going on. Okay, all right, she's full of it.
Yeah, we're thinking so.
All right, there we go. Cool.
She picks out a bunch of stuff. She keeps putting one item in the tote, closes the lid. She went to a door host, went to customer service. At no point did she leave the cart or attempt to leave the merchandise.
The don't talk to the police video wins again.
She goes up to the self-checkout skid, takes the receipt, grabs an empty Walmart bag, and then proceeds right past everything to come out the doors. And that's when they stop her.
The tote was like this. Was there any candy items?
Nope.
That doesn't make sense, because didn't you say she came to buy candy for the PD?
She's just trying to play on her emotions with the trick or treat thing. She's lying. 1 tote, 2 lids, and then the empty bag. I'm thinking she grabbed the bag to try to probably stage it as legitimate if she got stopped. Would be my guess.
Yeah. Everything I've seen, obviously I just work in Walmart, but everything I've seen, she was super nervous.
Yeah.
And I recognize her, and I swear I've seen her on camera.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let us know, Chief. Did you see anything else?
Spoiler alert, she has done this before.
Of course she has. Kleptomaniacs have a prolonged, sustained pattern of acting on their urges. So it's not, and it's usually, it'll be one store.
Yeah.
And only one store. They'll only steal from Walmart, or they'll only steal from the Rite Aid. It's fucking weird, and they don't steal in anywhere else in their life. But it's a very interesting pathology what goes on. I think it's a form of OCD, kleptomania, but it's a very interesting condition.
Fair.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell.
Would you like her trespass on top of this too?
No, it's her first one, so.
My thought, when we go back to re-interview her, just straight up lay it out and say, listen, the difference between you getting booked into jail today and getting cited for shoplifting is you telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because I think if she wants to continue to lie about it, we also charge her false reporting, dude. Because I mean, what's the reason? Why lie at this point?
Yeah.
My issue is her doing this makes all of us look bad, so it's kind of BS.
I think if she's willing to tell the truth, we consider that option.
Yeah, 'cause she has her card.
But I think if she wants to try to dig in her heels and stick with her BS story, then dude, no, we're not playing.
Cars here, call a supervisor, you need to pick up cars at Walmart.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
That's my feeling.
I think it's a good strategy. I really do. Let's do it. This was a personal bag, right?
Yeah, it's all her personal, yeah.
Hold on, travel. Well, belongs to the White Mountain.
What is that?
Gotta find the keys?
Pro, dude.
IR scanner. No? What's an IR scanner?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
No way!
It's a camera detector. For
Why do you have a fucking IR scanner? I know what an IR scanner is. Why do you have the dirt? I mean, I guess maybe a detective.
I don't know.
That would be checked out through the police equipment. You should not have an IR scanner just fucking in your personal bag. That's crazy. This might go a little bit more. She has equipment for this shit.
Yeah. This isn't
That's
just
a little bit more involved than your typical kleptomaniac.
Yeah, this isn't just off to the side, I'm just gonna swipe this. It's this is planned.
She has shit for identifying cameras and blind spots. That's fucking crazy.
surveillance cameras.
Oh. What is that thing? Detecting surveillance cameras.
Or bugs RF frequency stuff.
Yeah, it's like a bug scanner.
That's the bag that she took with, I bet you.
I couldn't hear her super good, but she said she claimed. Oh, she got
Oh, nice, dude.
Wow.
Well, and so
That's klepto.
He has seen her before.
That's still shit that doesn't make any sense, like bags.
Dude, you know he will.
Yeah. Captain Steele's calling.
Oh, nice.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna tell you, after going in there, went to a video and saw the video on that, and I was just seeing where, each time going through there, concealing the items, and then why did you grab an extra Walmart bag when you checked out?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Well, even in your bag, you got a bunch of empty Walmart bags.
Those are for poop, for my Belgian melon one.
So you keep them when you buy, but you don't recall
this
grabbing one today?
Yeah, this is all for her dog.
Well, and then initially you told me you came here because of trunk or treat.
Yes.
The city gave you. Well, none of the stuff.
I gotta say the bag thing though makes sense. I'm not saying she's not a thief.
Yeah.
But her taking the extra bag for
those bags cost 15 cents a piece.
Yeah. But her saying that she's taking an extra bag for dog poop. Yeah, no, that makes sense because everything else in her tote was dog related.
Yeah, no, this actually makes perfect sense.
You had with you were nothing with candy or nothing like that.
Well, yeah, so I was going to do my stuff and then come through and get the candy stuff because it's really heavy to carry in a tote.
It just doesn't look good, the whole thing, but I just asked you to be honest because here's the situation here. Video's here, the other officers reviewed it, and it said, that's why I'm asking you to be honest. You were both officers. So
yeah, you're done.
So you never had attention, you're saying it's totally accidental.
That was not my intention.
Do you mind if I talk to you?
Jump in, yeah.
My intention was not that.
Here's the situation. Obviously, you know why we're over here?
Yes, I do.
Yep. So why were the items inside of the tote?
Like I said, I have 2 separate totes. I was going to do one for the candy and then one for my personal stuff. I was on my way home.
Now we told her, professional Chris, she didn't even cuss. We don't do that to no one else.
Yeah, that's a California special.
I was going to get them probably at the same time. I was going around to make... Candy usually melts. I didn't want to put it in my car right away.
I believe that you're looking for your keys, but here's the deal. You did a crime today.
I know, it doesn't look good.
No, it's illegal. It's not that it doesn't look good. It's shoplifting.
That was not my intention.
I I know this doesn't look good. It's not that it doesn't look good. It's just straight up a crime.
It's more than it doesn't look good. It's a crime. You committed a crime here. Yeah, to say it doesn't look good is an understatement, young lady.
It's just. I love the way he says that to her.
Yeah, it was good.
It's like, oh, well, it doesn't look good. Yeah, it's not that it doesn't look good. It's you committed a crime.
Oh, man.
And thank you, Artemis, for the super. But you say plot twist: the bag was for her poop, not her dog. I'm not gonna be nasty about it.
She's not Amber Heard. What are you doing?
I don't know. She might be Amber Heard.
And it's true.
Asking you what your intention is.
I know.
Okay?
I know. I got
I'm not saying when you got here you planned to steal stuff.
No.
I'm not saying that.
What's Floss's number? You might call him, give him a rundown. What's his number? Oh, I'll give you his work for in essence work.
Now, you're a certified peace officer, correct?
Yes.
If I lost my keys, what are the keys for?
My car, my unit.
Yeah, so if I lost my keys for my unit, I would leave my merchandise and go find it because it's kind of important, especially you said your weapons.
Chat says, how do you guys find this stuff? So there's a couple YouTube channels that are really good for it. Most body cam stuff, you get a lot of it from a channel called Midwest Safety, which is typically very good.
EWU, a body cam as well, is a good one. But we actually find this stuff because in both of our servers, we have a Lawtism suggestions channel where any of our viewers can come across this stuff and post it in the suggestions. All that we're going to see here came from my Discord server suggestion channel.
And then for like legal stuff, there's a couple other good channels like Old Squishy Gardener, looking at legal stuff.
I like the guy who does Judge Wolf's stuff. That's a good one.
But there's like because of how niche legal stuff is, as long as you stay away from the AI channels, there's really only like 5 or 6 channels you have to look through.
Yeah, no, for real.
Most of the time, they're on top of it, and their communities are sending them tons of stuff.
In there, correct?
Yes.
So why go through self-checkout, purchase the tote, and then try to leave the store?
Hey, how's it going? We're chatting with her. If you just give us a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, can we talk over here real quick? You're her captain, right?
Yes,
Is
I'm
that
the
your captain? So they have her on video, and it looks pretty clear that she was concealing items into a tote.
They've been watching you. I watched the surveillance video. You look like a thief. I'm gonna be honest with you. You look like a shoplifter on the video. I've watched a lot of shoplifters on video.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, she had every fucking...
It's not. I mean, we deal in probable cause, right? What's probable? Let me ask you. You have this call right now. Take your profession out of it. What's probable?
Evidence, whatever you've got.
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you what's probable.
I guess what it looks like.
What does it look like?
It looks like shoplifting.
It does.
What a day.
All right, sit tight. No, this is her captain.
Oh, hello.
What a day, what a day.
She did need to buy a tote.
Cool. Well, she also shoplifted.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
So, problem is that she's given us 7 different stories about what she was doing and how she was trying to get that accomplished.
Yeah.
And Asset Protection watched her load a tote with personal items, one item at a time, close the lid every time. She had ample opportunities to stop and leave her cart with someone. She decided instead to purchase only the tote that was full of the items and then attempt to leave the store without stopping to talk to anybody before she was confronted by Asset Protection.
Does she have her Unikey?
No, she's saying she still doesn't know where that is. But we also haven't dug through her pockets or anything like that. But I mean, she did shoplifting, so that's where we're at today. Okay. Is at the very least.
What is this thing with the key? I don't understand like why we're all like so concerned with the key right now.
The key's important because that's to her fucking car unit, which is in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's wondering about this key, because, bitch, you lost your key. Where the fuck is that key? Is it on the ground somewhere? Did someone find it? Does someone potentially have the ability to get into your cruiser, which has weapons and all kinds of other shit? And, yeah, it's very important that that key be found.
I mean, like, I get it's important that the key be found, but I mean, in the context of her shoplifting, why do we all keep bringing up the key?
I mean, I think the captain's here because the key was lost. And so the captain's like, oh shit, so they're just been informed about the shoplifting, but she's here about the key.
Oh, fair enough. I thought the captain might have just been called because of
No, the captain
The
was
shoplifting.
I think what happened is the shoplifting happened, but I think officer, sergeant, whatever, detective actually lost her key to her unit car. And that's when the captain here was called. Captain here was on her way already when all of this went down. She's put in the back, and he's like, "Oh shit, I think that's her captain here." And she had at no point the ability to call her captain about this. So the captain's here wondering about her car unit key.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He's getting charged for shoplifting.
Okay.
So I was just talking to the supervisor and make sure it was okay. He said it's okay if you want to see the video. So that way you understand what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
By now, officers had reviewed the footage, heard her story, and felt confident they understood what happened. But before making any decisions, they wanted her own captain to see the video for herself. But when they stepped back into Walmart, they were met with new information.
Hey, can you show us that video again real quick?
I think they because they mentioned that this happened before. I think while they were gone,
so
the asset protection was like,
protection-
I wonder if this has happened before.
Because this is what they do after an incident. They start going, okay, let's look at our inventory for similar items, lost totes, stuff like that. Fucking cross-reference when it got tagged as missing between inventory scans, which is they're usually once a week.
Yeah.
So boom, you can fucking narrow it there, and they probably this entire time were literally going through their cameras and seeing if there were any other instances, and probably found at least one or two more.
So I'm pretty sure I found her doing it. I think I found her doing it again.
Hey, you found her doing it another time, not
So
so.
there's another one. This one's gonna take a lot longer.
That's okay. You found another one too?
Yeah, so I found another one.
Okay.
This one's the most concerning because I gotta make sure that she didn't pay for any of this stuff. I don't want to say anything out of turn, but
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, no,
she has a tote with a bunch of stuff around it. One of my associates.
Oh,
actually
yeah,
does the
that's a
job for
different time.
once And takes the top of the tote off.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there's Lego sets on Lego sets on Lego.
Oh my
sets.
god!
Inside of there, I want to make sure that she didn't at any point pay for this already. But that's pretty suspicious in our line of work.
Give me the dates on today's the what?
Guys, I found where the Star Wars Legos went.
See,
This bitch fucking took a.
what she stole today would have been very minor. Like, she
It's
still
a
would get in
drop in
big
the
trouble
bucket.
because she's
It's
a cop.
drop in the bucket. She's your felony levels with that one.
But all of the stuff that was
with
in
that
her
video we just saw.
her tote today was probably worth like maybe 60 to 70 on the high end.
Yeah,
A tote
yeah, I'm
full of
thinking probably
Legos
75
is
max.
hundreds of dollars.
That could have been close to $1,000.
Yeah. Like the Lego sets by themselves can be anywhere from as low as 30 if it's a really tiny kid set to as high as like a couple
she's
hundred.
getting fired. She's at Internal Affairs is gonna look at this and go, "No, get the fuck out! Are you kidding me? This isn't a write-up. This is a career-ending move."
Today is the 6th, the 30th,
9:30,
and then the big one was going to be 8/27.
8:27.
Oh my god! So 3 fucking
Yeah, so
instances.
she puts it back on without. No, she got her back, but at the same time, maybe it's that backpack she carries always, but.
Maybe that's like her purse or something.
Yeah, but this one, the 30th, she has like her hair tight. She has her looks like
Work boots on there. So on the 9:30 in uniform and today in uniform, and her patrol vehicle's out there now. So, like I told you, being honest, straight with me, and I'm gonna be straight with you right now.
Okay.
So after loss prevention saw you this little time, he found 2 other days where you're filling it with the toys, filling another one with the candy. So if it's truly those 3, then they want to book you in for a felony for the value in that. Because
Yep.
the one with all the toys that you didn't pay for, the other time when you came in, so they had 3 videos.
Yeah, I was
up
gonna
there
say,
right
it was-
now
yeah, it's
showing
felony
the
amount.
That's why I asked you to be honest. Just give me I'll give you opportunity. So we're human. We make mistakes. And did you do it or not? I mean, that's why I say it doesn't look good, especially you being an officer if you're lying to me. But straight, I made a mistake. I did this. Tell me. That's all I'm asking you. So is that something?
No, like they'll probably make fun of her for
At this
this.
point, she
The
needs to
best
be
thing she
asking
can
for a
do is
lawyer.
not say a thing.
Yeah, I tell it at this point.
Admitting
the only
that you
words
did
out
it
of
does
her
not
mouth,
help
if
you.
anything, is lawyer. You need a lawyer now.
Yeah.
You're officially at that point.
Yeah, we're at don't say a word, get a lawyer part.
Yeah, you're looking at felony theft here.
As a cop.
You're done. You're fucking done. Please tell me they're Lego City police sets.
You commonly do and just...
No, I wasn't trying to take anything today.
Today?
No.
But you have in the past?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. That's all I'm asking. Be honest.
No!
Because that's the worst thing is when I see those videos.
Don't be a dumbass.
Tell me
You're a
today,
cop.
you know what I mean? So in the past you did, but today was truly an accident.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not just a cop, you're a fucking detective. And you're like, yeah, I did steal in the past. What?
Yeah, that means that carries the equivalent rank of I think like sergeant or some shit.
Yeah, like...
So like, yeah, you're
you should
up
know
there.
better.
You're in middle management, more or less, of the fucking police precinct that you're a part of, and you're throwing your life away over Legos? Yeah.
That also annoys me even more, because you know that specific position has to pay pretty fucking well.
That I need a lawyer line was a mile in the rearview mirror. Honestly, it wasn't until the other instances were exposed.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it's a petty crime. It might not even be a misdemeanor, depending on where they are.
They might
So
even be willing to let her
quite
pay for it
literally-
and walk off at that point. Sometimes they do that.
Exactly. So at that point, yeah, maybe you could have a lawyer, but really you don't need. You can handle this part yourself. But when the 2 extra days were exposed, and now you're looking at felony charges, absolutely. From this point on, the only words out of your mouth should be, "I need a lawyer."
Why couldn't she just buy the Legos? So I feel like it's a because of how people talk about thieves, people have somewhat to some degree gotten into their minds that people steal because they can't afford. The reality is a lot of times people steal to profit off of it or to try and get some sort of pleasure out of it. For her, I think it's just like a profit motive, considering the day she stole all the Legos. Although there could be some kleptomania mixed in there. But yeah, a lot of people, they don't steal because they can't afford. They steal even though they can afford because they're greedy or they're selfish or they think they're entitled.
Or they're sick or whatever.
Yeah. It's not typically because you can't afford it. The people that can't afford it are genuinely stealing shit like bread.
They're literally, they're stealing bread. Or sometimes you have them steal like steaks or something that's like, okay, is decent sized. It'll fill them and they can take it out under their clothes.
Yeah.
That is someone who is stealing because they fucking have nothing to eat. People stealing totes and Lego sets, that's not the MO there.
Like, I worked at a grocery store at one point, and we had we were pretty strict on thieves. We would catch thieves all the time. But we started to notice we had one kind of ratty-looking guy that would come in, and he would steal, like, a loaf of bread. And he wouldn't steal the whole thing. He would steal a couple loaves out of it, and then try to, like, put it back and hide it. And he would, as he was walking, he would, like, try and eat the bread right there. And you could tell, like, he was just that hungry. So we got to the point where when he would come in, we would get him, like, an actual sub from the sub bar, and we would just give it to him. And it was like, look, man, we get it. You're just fucking hungry, dude. You know? And this was like actual store management had made this decision. We're like, no, we're not going to get him in trouble for stealing the bread. We're just going to give him an actual sandwich. Like, he's clearly just fucking hungry. You know?
Yeah.
So you can tell when somebody is stealing because they are a have-not, as people put it.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to tell. They target stuff that's immediately edible and typically somewhat healthy. They'll go for like apples or they'll go for bread. You know, they're not stealing a tote full of fucking Legos.
Legos, dog food, fucking candy at one point. So that just means also she's probably just pocketed that $500.
Yeah.
She was given for the trunk or treat.
And then was just going to
Which,
steal it.
by the way, I was absolutely right there on that one. I fucking knew it. I would not mind letting a bread thief off, but only stealing from the bag and putting it back nasty as well. That's kind of a bigger thing. It's like, okay, look, I'm having to throw out that bag of bread.
Yeah. That's actually why we started giving him subs. We didn't feel right like arresting him, but we also couldn't keep throwing away like loaves of bread. And we're like,
yeah, entire loaves of bread. It's like, Jesus. But yeah, just give
we
him
throw
a
away
sub
some
a
of the
day,
sub
it's
stuff
fine.
at the end of the night anyways. Might as well just use some of it to make him a sub.
I remember there was a 7-Eleven owner who he would give like all the salads and sandwiches and stuff that were like set to expire. Like the sell by date and the actual expiration date are like separated by 2 or 3 weeks time.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff that they throw out, usually a franchise owner of 7-Eleven would just throw it out, lock the dumpster, it's fucking locked out. He would actually give this out to like the homeless and the poor and stuff like that, which I thought that was a pretty cool thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think some people
give them a sub and write it off on the taxes. Exactly.
Yeah, some people try and like be nice about it. You know, not every like little grocery Walmart corporate downright evil. Not every little grocery store though has like the same thinking. Like everyone I've worked at, they've all tried to do some sort of like actual charity work with the extra food.
Had a kid I worked with every night for a year get arrested and taken out of the store in handcuffs at the end of his shift because he had been stealing a 14-inch pizza every day he worked. Oh my God. I mean, I know a lot of places that will give you like they'll give you a meal. Like Little Caesars, I know, they'll give you a pie a day if you want it.
Yeah.
Like pizza's not that, like it's very easy and very high profit margins pizza.
Yeah.
It's dough, sauce, and fucking salted preserved meat, like pepperoni and shit like that. That's not your high quality meats, guys.
But it tastes so good.
It's so fucking good, and I can't have it because I'm lactose intolerant.
Fair. Well, that's just a skill issue.
I need a crying emoji added to my model. Just for that.
A crying emoji or an uo emoji?
Deal. Sometimes I will straight up just take some Lactaid and fucking eat pizza anyway because fuck it.
Fair.
Because that's how good pizza is.
Also, welcome to the puddle, Doctor. Appreciate having you here.
What are you a doctor of, doctor?
A doctor of doctoring.
Doctor, show me the news.
I got a doctorate from my doctorate.
Okay. Hey, doctor, I heard you like doctors, so I got you this doctor for your doctor.
I'm not doing that. I would expect you to do the same to me if you dealt with me, okay? So just hang tight. That's why I'm going to keep you posted as we go. I told you at the beginning to be straight with me, honest, and I'll figure out because when I went in there, they showed me 2 other videos. And I said, so if there is 3, we're booking you for a felony. And she's like, today was not intentional. I said, so are you telling me you never stole here? She's like, I have stole here. So she's admitting to it now. Yeah. But not today.
But it'll give Miles some time to give us the evidence. But he
told me within I gave my number. I said, so you have an answer within an hour? He said, within an hour. And just to tell you, she asked what was going on after you were here. And I said, after reviewing that video, I realized you lied to me. I said, have you stolen? She's like, yeah, I have stolen here. Yeah. But today wasn't intentional. So we're going to discuss it with our boss, go back to see if we're going to do the long form.
It'll be nice to do a long form so she can come in tomorrow and place her on leave or something, pending investigation.
But we'll let you know here in about 20 minutes or so.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Appreciate it, Captain.
Hey, Melissa, what were you thinking?
And that's how you throw away your career.
Why would you put your career on line for something foolish like this? You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Even if you say today wasn't intentional, they've already got 3 other videos. Why would you do? I don't understand.
In the days that followed, Loss Prevention completed a full audit of Melissa's past visits, and detectives reviewed the transactions tied to her employee status and the items she claimed were for work. That review uncovered additional concerns, including purchases made with department funds that didn't match what was taken.
Yep.
Now she's embezzling from the police department.
Already called that. Already called that.
Now you're not just stealing from fucking Walmart, you're stealing from the PD.
Yeah, you're stealing. Oh my, wow, okay, yeah. Now Blue's not gonna protect Blue when you're stealing from them, bro.
And items that were never reimbursed.
Yeah, this is all dog
thefts,
shit.
The use of a tote to conceal
except for a journal.
And the financial discrepancies. The case was forwarded for felony review under Arizona's organized retail
What's
theft
with
and
cops and
fraudulent scheme
Legos?
statutes. Investigators ultimately linked her to multiple incidents over several months, with roughly $1,200 in alleged thefts and fraudulent refunds,
Oh,
including
shit.
returns on items that records showed were never purchased.
Oh Oh no, you're well above felony level for most states, including California, because they finally undid some bullshit, and the felony amount now is like $500 or $600. It used to be $1,200.
Yeah. Well, now
To be
she's
a
over
felony amount,
$1,200.
but now it's like 5 or 6. They're almost at a couple felonies worth there.
Yeah.
Were never purchased. Melissa was cited and released that night, trespassed from every Walmart, and later indicted on multiple counts of felony shoplifting and fraudulent schemes. She pleaded not guilty, and her employment status with the department has not been publicly updated since. However, if convicted, she would automatically face decertification in the state of Arizona.
Yes, she would.
And never again be allowed to work as a trusted public servant. We reached out to Melissa Ward for comment, but did not receive a response.
I imagine
hey,
you
at least
wouldn't.
you reached out. Hey, you reached out. That was nice, at least. Okay, this one might have to be where I
But we'll loop back to
watch
it.
you on Discord. Yeah, we'll loop back to it.
So I just went ahead and looked it up just to make sure. So in Arizona, it becomes a felony after 1,000. But then they have
Okay.
scales. You can go from a class 6
Yeah, they
to a
do.
class 2. Class
Okay.
6 is between 1,000 and 200 or 2,000. Class 5 is 2,000 to 3,000. Class 4 is 3,000 to 4,000. Class 3 is 4,000 to 24,999. And then class 2
Yeah,
is
that's pretty big.
25,000 or more. Or 25,000.
Yeah, and they don't have a class 1 because class 1 would probably require violence, and this is retail theft.
Interesting. The only one of these to have like a caveat to it is class 4, which is 3,000 to 4,000. If the item stolen is a vehicle's engine or transmission, regardless of quality, it is automatically a class 4.
God damn.
That is the only one that seems to have like a caveat attached to it.
Okay. Class 0, ultraviolet. Yeah, absolutely. What? That's so stupid.
You can understand stealing from
Class
Walmart, but the
0.
PD, really?
You stole a nuke? Oh, Jesus.
I still want to know what goes through someone's mind that they're on cameras and plead not guilty knowing there's cameras. The accusation is that the cameras didn't catch everything, or that they can't prove the person on the camera is them. That is typically where they go with that.
How is larceny ever a class 2? In Virginia, the only things that get to class 2 are rape, attempted murder, and malicious wounding. I mean, Arizona disclassifies their felonies differently.
Yeah.
Is all. I'm imagining class 1 is for their violent shit, whereas class 2 through, I think it said 7?
6.
It's for 2 through 6. Yeah, there's probably not as much violence in those. But again, I would have to look up how Arizona classifies this shit. I think Virginia does it better.
But we will do...
so do a lot of other states, actually.
skip ahead to the next one, which is DA lost the election, then blackballs her successor.
That's I think this is court 1, so...
At this time, we're
Hope you're gonna...
as the court is
gonna put on your suit.
No, we're dead. Yeah, I already got it on.
Who steals an engine? It's likely referring to stuff like chop shops. I
Yeah.
can't imagine stealing just the engine of a car in, like, on the street.
No. We're probably talking about shit like catalytic converters and stuff that you can cut off of cars and sell at junkyards and scrapyards and
Yeah.
shit like that.
recently ran for
Just
election
a
again,
whole
and I'm
agent.
receiving a certain level of retaliation from the outgoing DA's office. I anticipate filing motions to recuse the DA's office on all of my existing cases. Those will come shortly.
Just like that,
At
huh?
this point, Ms. Curry has prohibited my access to the assistant DAs. So any cases that do not have an offer or that need
Oh no. God damn it.
What?
So we have an obstructionist.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. I hate look, When it comes to dealing with like the law and like being like a prosecutor and a judge and shit like that, I don't know. I feel like the states that allow, and elect these individuals end up inherently bringing politics into their court system, and you end up having shit like this. They, under no circumstances should this be happening.
Yeah.
But because it's an election and because it's been made to be allowed to be made political in an area that's supposed to separate itself from politics as much as possible, we get this weird ass shit.
Negotiation, I can no longer do that with the assistant DAs per her order. So at this point on any case that is not resolved, I'm going to ask for a reset and give me an opportunity to file a motion to recuse and set those for hearing.
State. Judge, I think you would have to do that anyway going forward come January 1st. But the fact of the matter is, he is still open to speak about plea negotiations with Ms. Curry.
So is Ms. Curry going to come to court and do that so we can do business?
She certainly, if she needs to be here, yes. But we don't have pleas. He reached out to her yesterday afternoon, is my understanding, when that comes.
Well, and Judge, I would object to Mr. Hernandez speaking on that at all. He has no personal information of my discussions with Ms. Curry. At the end of the day, I asked her yesterday if she was going to appear in court today, since she is the only point of contact. She did not respond to that. So ultimately, my point of contact for the last 3 years.
Oh, this is weird.
Mr. Hartwell. Ms. Curry has informed me that I am not allowed to speak to assistant DAs, including Mr. Hernandez, about any pending cases. Further, she stated in writing that any communications I have with that office have to be through her, and they have to be in writing. I did send her a list of the docket and said, make me offers then. So far, I have not received any. Now, I don't expect to, and that is where I'm at today. So ultimately, I have 85, 90 cases that have to be resolved between now and January, or else the DA's office will have to recuse themselves. She is going to do, apparently, anything she can do to prevent me from doing that. We cannot conduct business that way. It's unnecessary, and it's specifically geared towards political retaliation based on her own words. So at this point, I'm dead in the water as a defense attorney, and she's affecting all of my clients. She's affecting the function of this court, and I believe that her actions are malicious in nature, and ultimately I'm going to seek other remedies. But as of today, the only remedy that I can come up with, the quickest remedy, is to file a motion to recuse her office.
Yeah.
Based on those grounds. Now, those motions haven't been filed yet, so the court doesn't have anything to rule on, but I'm giving the court a heads up that that's what I anticipate doing.
So you don't have any offers on any of these defendants that are here today?
I have offers on a couple. There are quite a few that there are no offers. There were a couple that were going to be set for plea. I do not have any plea paperwork at this point. I don't know that if it's forthcoming or not.
Yeah, he doesn't have any of the resources needed to prosecute the cases before you.
I had yesterday with Ms. Curry, and she chose not to show up here today. So at this point, she's trying to hamstring my ability to conduct business.
Judge, we can have her here in a matter of minutes.
Your ability to conduct the state's business is the thing.
Negotiations aren't happening prior to court.
It's okay.
Well, I just don't appreciate the grandstanding, Judge.
I don't care about that. Get Ms. Curry here so we can try to do business. If there's fighting between Ms. Curry and Mr. Schmidt, that's something that can occur other time. I've got defendants that are here. They need offers. They need counter offers. They need rejections. She's the only one that's willing to do it. She needs to be here every docket that Mr. Schmidt's here. If she's not going to give you the authority to do it, she's not going to give Mr. Hartwell the authority to do it, then she needs to be here. So call her and tell her to get over here.
And Judge, if I may.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll continue this when she gets here because I want to hear from her on this. And I think she has the right to be heard on it. So, Mr. Buchanan, I'll recall your case. I'm sorry that you're in the middle of this, but all of Mr. Schmidt's comment, we'll get to the bottom of it. So,
thanks, sir.
Ms. Curry, are you ready? Mr. Buchanan, come back up. This is cause number CR 25-196, State of Texas versus James Larry Cannon for docket call Mr. Schmidt, you made an announcement earlier regarding plea offers with Ms. Curry. Any follow-up?
Well, that's correct, Judge. I made the record earlier on this case specifically, Mr. Buchanan. I know Mr. Hartwell has made an offer. I anticipated further negotiations with Mr. Hartwell. He's no longer permitted to negotiate with me. So under the circumstances, I anticipate prior to either a resolution or announcement for trial, sitting down with Ms. Curry. I hope that works out. But as of today, we would ask for an additional docket call.
Ms. Curry.
There it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Your Honor, yesterday via email, I informed Mr. Schmidt, and he sent an email to Mr. asking for plea offers and a long list of cases. I responded by informing him, cases that were set today. I responded by informing him that number one, we were past the deadline for today. And number two, that in the future, all plea offers from this office would come to him in writing, and they would come through me. His response was, great, sounds good, thanks for the response. I had no idea he was upset with that till he got here today. In fact, he said he appreciated my response and would look forward to offers. I told him that I would give them to him in the future, but that we were too late for today. I don't know what changed since the last email yesterday.
Mr.
You're not doing your job.
He doesn't have access to Mr. Hartwell or Mr. Hernandez, meaning that he can't negotiate with them regarding any of his cases, offers, counteroffers, discovery issues. Is that true?
All negotiations will be in writing, and they will come through me. He's welcome to email them, as long as he includes me, and any response from us will come through me.
So you know that that's going to necessitate the court needing you to be present on the announcement of these cases. That way, if he announces an issue or asks for something that your assistant DAs can't address, that's going to necessitate you being here on Mr. Schmidt's cases.
Judge, it has been our long-standing policy during my term as DA that we do not negotiate on court days. All negotiations have to be done prior to that. Tuesday dockets, there's a Thursday deadline. For Thursday dockets, there's a Monday deadline. So there's no necessity for negotiations to happen here in the courtroom. They'll happen via email in a timely manner.
But I'm talking about for announcements. So if I ask,
staff will be
They have to happen now.
Yeah.
The judges.
as they are now.
What is that? How are you? How are you just no? Well, like we have because you've done all these things. There's now a backlog, and we have people who need deals made who are in court right now. Well, it's our policy that we don't do that. Well, it's your policy now that you do. So how the fuck are you going to resolve this?
Yeah.
She's pissing me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's... She's definitely being obstructionist. And it's not even like...
crazy.
It's not even hidden.
No, it's just blatantly everything has to come through me. No one else has authorization, and it all has to be in writing. Even the judge is like, this creates a massive problem. We're not going to be able to go through cases quickly if we do it this way.
Exactly. Also, yes, chat, I was doing some typing. I need to type some things.
Quacky.
Thank you, Internet Zen. The theft of Legos reminded me that a few years back in Seattle, a theft ring was busted for stealing and reselling Legos in blocks of the crime. Turned out 18 guys have been doing over 50% of theft. Interesting.
So you're telling me there's a Lego mafia?
Pretty much. I mean, Legos are expensive as fuck, dude. Even if you resell them for half price, you're making ridiculous amounts of money.
It reminds me of that episode of the Boondocks, the fundraiser, where Riley starts fucking selling chocolate candy bars, and it gets to such a ridiculous price, place of earnings, that the actual Italian mafia comes in to take over because, apparently people are spending money on chocolate instead of drugs.
Yeah.
Now,
just wait for the Pokemon mafia.
Announcements go. I will be here when necessary, but
no disrespect, but my experience is they've not been prepared when you've handled cases. Most defense counsel come in here and they say, I've been working with Ms. Curry on this, and Mr. Hernandez and Mr. Hartwell don't have notes. They haven't been able to make announcements. They don't know. Is that going to change? If they're going to be in a position where they can announce, then great. But my experience has been these gentlemen haven't been able to. They've either had to reach out to find out what's going on, or defense counsel. Usually defense counsel comes in and says, oh, I've been working with Ms. Curry specifically on this, and they've asked for a reset or something, and the assistant DAs haven't always been. I would say majority of the time.
Yeah, because he keep fucking kicking the butt because he can't keep up.
Yeah.
I suspect maybe defense
You fucking
counsel was
control
doing
freak.
that as a method of defense, not aimed at Mr. Schmidt. I believe I know.
And I think you're right.
Yeah, I believe
there's a handful of attorneys that like to say that.
No, my assistants will be involved in all those emails. They will know what's going on.
Very well. All right. So as for Mr. Buchanan,
as for another docket call, Judge.
Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor. I believe there was the offer previously made at Mr. Buchanan's plea, and all prior plea offers are still good, Judge. That was conveyed to Mr. Schmidt.
How she is standing and walking is ticking me off. Yeah, she's shifting her weight from one leg to the next, which is why she's leaning back and in and out of frame.
Yeah.
The offer that's been made to Mr. Buchanan.
For TDC.
For TDC.
She's nervous.
All right, court will set Mr. Buchanan for a final docket call. July 7th, Mr. Schmidt. Sure, I got
yes, sir.
Make sure I got my Tuesdays, Thursdays running.
Yes, sir. And just for the record, for the court's information, I still anticipate following through with filing those motions on all of these cases. I don't believe that this resolution is workable based on my communications with Ms. Curry. And ultimately, when we file those, we'll ask for a hearing and we'll go from there. But as of today, I anticipate this is going to be an ongoing problem, and it's going to prohibit us from conducting business effectively. But hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we will be able to work that out.
Well, why it would be a problem, Judge, if he timely emailed us? I don't know why it would be a problem.
Okay. I understand. If you file motions, then you'll notify Ms. Abraham and we'll set them on the docket.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your next case, Mr. Schmidt.
Oh my God.
Ms. Frisbee, CR 25-230, State versus Susanna Aurora Frisbee. Is this a plea today?
Joseph.
We were separately though, correct?
We were set for a plea, Judge. The state has revoked the
She's
offer.
okay, hold on. This is just too clever. one of my chatters just went, she's nervous and in the service she looks calm and ready to be top plunge, but she keeps forgetting.
The offer that they made from Ms. Frisbee, so we'd ask to set her on a docket call. I'll discuss the case with Ms. Curry, hopefully, and we'll see if we can resolve it.
Judge, in this case, we had previously made a plea offer. That plea offer has been withdrawn due to the behavior of Ms. Frisbee, and we're asking that she be U8.
All right, court will order that the pretrial release officer conduct a urine analysis exam on Ms. Frisbee, and the court will set Ms. Frisbee then for a final docket call on July 7th. On that day, she can announce acceptance of a plea agreement or a request for a trial. I do show that Ms. Frisbee is delinquent $270 on pretrial release. But my understanding that Ms. Frisbee also has CPS issues. Is that correct?
She's got an ongoing CPS case, yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh.
That's rough.
That's not good. Yeah, I think that at this point, it's just working through the docket that Miss Curry here has kind of,
Obstructed.
slowed down so much and obstructed, exactly. So I imagine what we're going to see, at least for the next few ones, is, a couple people just working their way, day of trial, on whether, do they have a plea, do they not have a plea, who fucking knows? Miss Curry's here to tell us, though. Thank the gods.
Yeah.
And at this point, since the state has revoked their offer, we have no offer. So I would anticipate receiving one of those from Ms. Curry shortly.
Yeah, she's in the will, too. What the fuck is that
Ms.
about?
Frisbee, you're going to sign. You're not free to go yet. The pretrial release officers are going to test you, and then
He looks like a ghoul.
after your test, you're not to leave the courtroom until the court directed you one way or the other, okay?
And Judge, completely unrelated to our discussions just a few minutes ago, but because of the actions of Ms. Frisbee while she's been on bond, we don't anticipate a plea offer in this case.
Understood. Thank you.
And Judge, that's just for the record. I mean, that's exactly the problem we're going to have ongoing. Not to have an offer on a case such as this is anathema to doing business in this courtroom.
Judge, she had a plea offer. She has continued to engage in behavior that indicated that that plea offer was not appropriate. We withdrew it. It's for reasons none other than her own actions. We will likely not make a plea offer in this case.
What are those actions?
And Judge, from that perspective, what we'll do is we'll announce ready for trial. Because ultimately, if they're not making a plea offer announced by Ms. Curry, then there's no purpose in continuing dodgeballs. This is what I'm talking about. So if we could get a trial setting.
Sorry. As I have said, it has nothing to do with our prior conversation. This was a decision that was made a while back.
You should have dates then. Like, this should be easy. Look, this should be easy to corroborate. It's like, hey, she conducted herself in these matters, and you should be able to articulate that. And it was decided on this date. If it was so like this, clearly no. You fucked up and you're making up some fucking bullshit about why you don't have a plea ready for this. Oh, they had a plea, but it was revoked. No, they never had a plea.
Nothing to do with anything that Mr. Schmidt and I have been talking to the court about on other cases this morning. It is solely based on.
She looks like someone that supports an HOA.
Not indicative of.
She's actually on the HOA.
Cases will be handled unless those defendants also mess up.
Understand. Court notes that the state is free to make offers, revoke offers, not make offers at all. So do you want me to set her for final call, Mr. Smith, or do you want me to set her for a jury selection?
Set her for trial.
The state's announcement, I guess, jury selection.
All right, court sets Ms. Frisbee then for jury selection. Beginning June 22nd. So, Ms. Frisbee, your case will not be reached for trial on the 22nd, but you will make an appearance that day. Staff will meet you downstairs. You'll check in with the pretrial release officer, and you will continue to report until
where she looks like she's trying to force people to join the HOA.
May or may not be down there because he's not going to be required to be there until your case is set for trial in the top 10 cases, okay? But today, I still need you to submit to your analysis exam and not leave the courtroom after your testing until directed to do so. You understand?
Yes.
Do you want to go back there, Judge?
You need her? Yes. Go with Officer Tripp.
2 down, 88 to go. Yeah, we don't need to see 88. Yeah, that's... Oh, geez.
She's just an asshole.
I feel bad for that judge. Yes, yeah, she's literally just an obstructionist. Upset that she didn't fucking win re-election. And so she's just going to be a pain in the ass and hard to deal with until they do that transitionary period.
Yeah.
And once she's fully transitioned out, cool, we don't have to deal with it anymore. But for the next couple months, this is going to be my life.
Oh, that's terrible. It sucks that we have a system that, like, I feel like that needs to be punished harsher.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot about our system that could be improved.
And then we have judge threatens jail after mother refuses to return child in custody case.
Oh, again with the... I forgot about this one.
Always the moms.
Usually the mom... not always the moms. There has been many instances of, dear old daddy dearest taking the kids across state lines. But it is shockingly, I would say, more often the mother than the father. Like probably 40-60. You know, it's not a crazy difference, but it's noticeable.
Your Honor, this is a case that started as a child support action and then was converted into a custody action. There's a 4-year-old child between the parties at this point. The child has lived the majority of his life up until these proceedings with the mother. Father had limited contact for quite some time, but upon seeking child support, he sought time with this child. Ms. Hewitt represented herself for quite some time in these proceedings, and importantly, there were orders that came down regarding visitation and what that looked like and what that would be. Importantly, the court considered and granted some unsupervised visitation right before Christmas, where the father would have, I believe it was on weekends, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays to come see the child at the mother's home. Subsequently, there was a motion filed on January the 21st of this year that was set for hearing on the 29th, a week and a day later, that effectively asked for the court to flip this custodial schedule at that point, citing some issues and some things that the father had concerns regarding. At that time, notice was mailed to my client, but she never physically received that notice. She had been here for every single other hearing that had occurred except for the one where she did not get the notice in time. And with not having the notice and without being here, the court entered the order where the father had the majority of the time with this child and put some onerous terms on the mother, including making her responsible for transportation and some other costs that father knew that she could not afford. Mother currently does not have reliable transportation, and the criminal contempt that we're seeing is related to that and some of the transportation issues that came from this order where mother was not noticed and did not know to participate.
So you fucked up already in trying to. I'm guessing that this is the mother's attorney.
100%.
But in making an argument for why mother should not give up custody of her child, you have admitted that mother does not have reliable transportation.
Yeah.
Transportation and the reliable sort is kind of one of the most critical things a court will look at on whether or not you should have custody of your kid. Because if you can't fucking go anywhere, can't get him to or her to schools, to doctors, or anything, and you can't even produce that much as a caregiver, why the hell should you have custody?
Exactly.
So yeah,
it's a weird first argument.
Yeah, not a good argument.
At this time, the child.
Your Honor, mom has custody, but dad is making her drive the children places, even though he knows that she doesn't have reliable transportation. Somehow that's supposed to be in our favor.
God, how in the world did you get there? How deep in the weeds are you, buddy?
It's like, okay, bud, you go for that argument.
I mean, that is some mental gymnastics, Olympian level mental gymnastics there.
Yeah, it's like, good luck, buddy.
You never want to admit, especially to the court in a custody hearing, which it was child support and it was converted into a custody hearing. So now when it comes to custody, you need to show the courts that you are financially and mentally and physically stable enough to handle, raising the kid that you want custody over. If you admit in your own argument in any capacity that you are not up to the task, that can only hurt you.
Exactly. Like, okay, good luck.
If he admits that mother doesn't have a job, I'm going to lose my shit.
Has not had much time at all with the mother since that order came down. I believe there were maybe 2 or 3 visits since January that the mother has had because of this transportation issue. The father lives over 2 hours away in Kentucky with this and has taken this child and has in no way facilitated any of that contact. Instead, when mother asks and tries to communicate that she has difficulty transporting and moving this child, he shows up with the police and files this criminal contempt. we will say that this child is at substantial risk of harm, that he has been completely severed from his connection with his mother, that he was raised primarily by his mother up until January of this year when this court changed course, and that he
That's
is
a stronger
not,
argument.
not having the stability in the placement that he needs, that he's been removed from the home that he's known, the family that he's known, including his sisters and other siblings, that he has not been getting the therapy and the other resources that he was getting through the Dixon County school system in Kentucky, and that we are seriously concerned about where this is going and what is happening to this child with this change in custody. And again, we're just seeking to go back to the status quo and then reassess and see what we need to do moving forward, because we're not denying and saying that he can never have time with this child. We're just saying that this change is too much and too fast for this child that does have some developmental delays and does have some other issues. Ultimately, father set mother up for failure unilaterally at that hearing on January the 29th. And now, in addition to the motion for criminal contempt, they filed a motion for a parenting plan, where if you read their proposed parenting plan, it gives father 365 days with this child and mother 0. They are trying to control the situation and take this child away from the mother. And I am not disputing that it was mailed or not mailed.
So the question is why?
Yeah. Also, like, I understand where he's going with this, but going into custody court and being like, Your Honor, they're arguing the mother is unfit. Yeah, no, it's kind of why we're here.
That would be. Yeah. Now, here's the thing: if they're arguing that the mother is unfit, what are your counter arguments to that? Don't just whine about what they are accusing your client of. I don't know, maybe offer a defense?
Yeah, it's like, do you know that you're supposed to have like an argument against this, right? Like, that's kind of why you're here.
And again, no reliable transportation, but apparently this kid has a bunch of siblings, and the court like what you're admitting to so much that make me go, I don't know, maybe this kid's better with a dad if you're so encumbered by your 4 other kids and you don't even have reliable transportation, can't get them where they need to be. And also, I cannot imagine father's attorney didn't file these without substantial reason to do so. You don't ask for complete and total custody unless you have a goddamn good reason.
Yeah. But I guess we'll see what his argument is.
We don't know, but what we can say is that mother never received this notice. She was not participating in that hearing, and ultimately we're seeking this child to be able to return to mother because there have been no substantive issues that have brought about this change in custody.
Deal first with the motion to reconsider this case for some of the history. This case initiated, as was pointed out, by a petition to establish paternity and for support. That complaint to establish was filed in September of 2024. An order went down in November of 2024 to establish paternity and to establish a child support obligation. And from that point, and in fact, I think I'm the one who signed the order of confirmation of that. Then following that, there was a petition to establish visitation that Mr. Fenton had.
Sapertai, you're right. Finances alone are not enough for an unfit finding. However, what could be considered unfit is being so poor that you cannot actually fulfill court-ordered obligations that lands in a criminal contempt filing against you, which is where we are right now. So, if you are so poor you cannot even follow court orders, that is an instance in which, yeah, you might be found unfit. Because you're getting hit with contempt hearings because you can't even follow orders, and your only excuse is, I don't have enough money to do this. Well, do you have enough money to take care of your kids even?
filed, and that came before the court, and we ended up having a hearing, and there was order of visitation that went down. During the hearings, both in that and the parenting time of Christmas of 2024, Ms. Hewitt appeared pro se and testified about the extensive medical conditions that this child suffered from, and how this child had heart issues and other major health issues that she was addressing, and that was her opposition to having overnight visitation with Mr. Fenton. That I found that at the December 18th, 2024 hearing, the mother testified that she had objected to unsupervised visitation due to the minor child's various medical conditions and treatments. However, the proof overwhelmingly at that hearing in January established the fact that the mother was either untruthful or ill-informed, both of which are unacceptable for a primary parent. The mother also testified that she had been managing and fulfilling the minor child's medical care and developmental needs. However, the proof was overwhelming that the mother had failed to meet the child's needs. Court finds that the mother delayed the child's access to services from Tennessee Early Intervention Services for about a year. Furthermore, the child missed 2 consecutive months of developmental therapy by April the 12th, 2022, due to the mother's failure to cooperate with the therapist. The mother also delayed the child's access to physical therapy and failed to have the child evaluated by a speech therapist and ophthalmologist as prescribed in the child's PCP, which is primary care provider Carol Moore. I found that the child requires evaluations and follow-ups for autism, speech, ophthalmology, as well as a well baby checkup and a 2-year follow-up with a cardiologist. I found that the mother had neglected the medical and developmental needs of the minor child, and that the overwhelming evidence demonstrated that the mother was not capable of providing the care the child required. The father had actively sought to...
I'm going to pause for just a quick second to understand that this is a recap. These are previous findings that this judge has made in regards to this case in totality since it began in mid-2024.
Yeah.
This is literally explaining to us line by line why the father is applying for full custody, and honestly why he might get it if these are all findings. Yeah, the attorney got dealt a really bad hand, I'm sure. I'm sure there's quite a bit of this that the mother didn't willfully divulge to her attorney. There might be some of this that the attorney's just finding out right now and be like, oh shit.
To arrange for the child to receive necessary medical evaluations and treatments, and he has demonstrated both the willingness and ability to meet the child's needs. He testified that the minor child did not experience any issues in his care during his residential time. And I went on to find that I considered the factors in Tennessee Code Annotated 366106. And
so kid doesn't have medical issues.
The minor child to designate the father, Matthew Christopher Fenton, as the temporary residential primary parent. And I went forward then to set a residential schedule for the mother. That is the order that I entered. That is the order that, in my opinion, should be upheld. And I am of the, at least, I'm not going to grant the motion to reconsider because, in my opinion, proper notice was given, and there was a factual basis for the rulings that I made at that time. I will then overrule the motion to reconsider and move on to the motions for contempt.
I'd actually take him with me.
Okay. So the first 90.
To clarify, by the way, because somebody in chat said the saga of the stolen kids. This is a different story. This is not the lady that is trying to adopt out her kids.
Yeah. Judge David D. Wolf obviously presides over family court circuit in wherever he is in his jurisdiction, which means that there are going to be a lot of similar stories, but this is a different story than the newborn given away at birth across state lines.
Yeah, this is one we have not touched on before at all.
Yeah, this is regarding like a 4 or 5-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Days you were to have supervised visitation at Miss Hewitt's home. Is that what you stated?
Yes.
And and what time from what time was that?
From 12 to 9.
12 to 9. So you had a hearing
Okay.
August 30 of 2024. So when was your first supposed visitation?
The following day, it would have been August 31st.
August 31st of 2024, is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, ma'am, correct.
Okay. And let me go back.
I think he
During
is
the
Tennessee,
hearing
yeah.
of August 30, 2024, Ms. Hewitt, was she present at that hearing?
Yes.
All the way to when the judge made his ruling on your specific visitation?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And then so the first day that you visited, August 31, 2024, were you able to see your son that day?
Yes, for a short period of time, about an hour and 20.
So kudos to the father here, so being represented by a female lawyer. If you are ever, unfortunately, in a family court situation where you are the man in the situation, you need to be represented by a woman. It's the only way you have to hope to balance out the skills when it comes to them having a little bit of a female bias when it comes to family courts.
20 minutes, and Miss Hewitt had told me to leave, that I would not be coming around there every other weekend, and so I left.
Okay. And so your time was cut short. So if you had from 12 to 9 p.m., so that would be 8 hours, correct?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
no,
9.
9 hours?
9
I'm
hours.
not good with math.
Yeah, no,
think
most
it's 8
lawyers aren't,
hours.
but come on.
And so then
It's not. Did you just say? I think you were corrected. Yeah, no, I think it's 8 hours. Oh my god, damn it! You hired an idiot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Did you say that you only visited about an hour and a half that day?
Yes, it was about an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and a half.
Okay.
And I was asked to leave.
Did you perceive any reason why you shouldn't be allowed to complete your 8 hours of visitation?
No, she just got very rude and told me exactly that I needed to leave, that I would not be coming around there every other weekend.
Okay. And so that happened August 31st.
Or every weekend, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So then let me take you to September the 28th, 2024. Tell me what happened on that day.
See, August 31st.
What was the date again? I'm sorry.
Was that?
September 28, 2024. Did you send her, did you let her know that you were going to arrive?
Yeah, I let
to
her
her
know I was
home?
going to arrive, and she had messaged me and said that it was her stepmother Connie's birthday, and that she would be going to her father's for that, and wanted me to reschedule my visitation for the following weekend. And I messaged her back and I let her know that, I'd been waiting all week to see Ashton and I did not want to miss my visitation. And she brought up child support and had I sent it yet? And I just let her know that I was be on the way. And she messaged me back and said that she would call her father if I sent the child support and see if he could come later in the day to get him and postpone the party till later that evening. And I told her that would be okay. And then she messaged me again about child support, and I didn't respond. I just let her know that I was heading that direction. And right before I got there, she had sent me a message that she had left, or maybe when I got there, I can't really, it's been so long ago. I might have pulled up. I think it was 12:04. I pulled up, and I messaged and said, "I'm here. Are you at your house?" And she messaged back and said that she had already went to her father's house, and they would not be back until later that day. I think it was 8 o'clock, and that I couldn't have visitation.
And so on that day, September the 28th, 2024, was that a Saturday?
I believe so.
So that was an appointed day for you to have your visitation, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you did not have the visitation, is
That's
that
correct.
Participants in that text messaging?
Me and Ms. Hewitt.
Okay. And you did say October 26th is the date on that text message?
Yes, it's a Saturday, October 26th at 12:14.
Okay. Is that another day where, is it your appointed day to
Yes, that's
exercise
correct.
your residential time? Okay. And so read that
So we're
text message
establishing
for us.
consistently they're not being allowed
She
to.
said,
visit with their kid.
Yeah. It's regularly being denied time.
Yeah, so that's a big thing to establish. If it happened once, probably wouldn't have much of a case. But like now we're at event number 3, and that's not, and only in a couple months.
Yeah, and it's
That's not good.
It's important to note that like this isn't only important for like the legally allowed to have time with the kid thing, but one of the prongs for if a parent is a suitable parent for the child is their ability to facilitate the relationship with the other parent and the child. And if
Yeah,
you're regularly
that's a
denying
big
time,
prong.
you're clearly not facilitating the relationship.
Which is a problem.
I text her and I said, I'm at your house for visitation with Ashton. Are you at home? She said, no, we're at Daddy's for his birthday this time. And then I replied, today is visitation, so are you coming back? She replied, will you change up Saturday and Sunday whenever you want? And I text you about his birthday and got no response. That was completely false. She had never texted.
Just go ahead and read.
And then I've replied, you must have texted the wrong number. I've alternated every other week like the judge ordered. And then it said, I replied to this. I said, we went to court on 8/30/2024. Visitation started the next day, which was Saturday. And she replied, Connie's cooking and got him a big cake.
Is that the end of it?
Well, no, it keeps going. I just got to flip the page. It didn't show it all. But she had replied, Connie's cooking and got him a big cake for Paw and giving gifts. And she said, I'm sorry, but I text you and you weren't at Daddy's for his birthday. That text you that we were at Daddy's for birthday. And then I said, I replied, that's no excuse, it's contempt of court. She replied, no, it's not.
I mean,
We
it
had a
is.
prior engagement and I text you. And then she replied again, we have had lives over 3 years without you and still do. Stuff comes up, that's life. And then I replied, I'll file contempt of court on Monday and see what the judge thinks about it. And she said, okay. And then she sent me a thumbs up.
Okay. So, Judge, I will play
Is it an audio recording?
As a side note, just like good practice, don't tell the opposition what you're gonna do in court. Don't give them time to prepare and make up a story.
No, you really don't want to do that.
And also,
I'd just
it
be
just
like, oh, okay, and then I would file for the contempt.
yeah, and
Like,
also it
that's,
just sounds
like,
bad
don't-
too.
It does because a good lawyer might construe that as, look, they're trying to use you as a medium to threaten my client.
Yeah, just
And yeah, maybe that's not a very strong argument, but it's still one they can only make because you decided to give them a quote unquote warning.
yeah. Don't give them the warning.
Yeah, don't
Let them
give them
figure
a
out
warning.
when
Can
the
almost always be misconstrued as a threat.
yeah. Let them figure out when the court requirement pops up. And it's like you need to show up to court for contempt.
Uh-huh.
It's just the best way to handle it.
video recording.
Video.
So, do you
Oh, we got
recognize
some
that?
video.
Yes, ma'am.
And where is that taken?
That is at Amy's house. Right,
And who was
Oh, damn,
taking
and we're
that?
not going to see it?
I was, because I pulled up and I got
I'm just asking who took that.
I took the video.
Don't explain. And then what time of the day did you take that? Was it at the beginning of your visitation?
Yeah,
At the beginning of your
right at 12
visitation?
o'clock as soon as I pulled up, yes.
Okay, right at 12 o'clock.
You're a fiance that runs her mouth about my goddamn daughter and shit. No. Give me my baby now.
I'm here for my visitation, ain't I?
Yeah. No. Grab your breath. Grab your breath.
He's all right.
No, he's not. Give me my son.
All right. So I need to just leave then? Is that what you're telling
If
me?
you don't want it to have visitation like you're
I'm
supposed to,
visitation in your house, right in front of it.
that's not my fucking house.
This is your house right here.
That's not your truck.
My truck is in front of your house.
It's
What?
not my house.
She is arguing that he can't be up here on the sidewalk in front of his truck, that in front of the house is down here specifically.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is crazy.
She's
Good that they
a
got the,
fucking wild.
good that got the video. You know, she's fucking crazy.
Never stick your dick in crazy, chat.
It's never a good idea.
Also, if you're in a relationship with one of these like high conflict people, if you've somehow ended up in the situation this guy is in, do exactly this. Film it. Film your visits.
Yeah.
So she can't say shit about
very,
it.
very appropriate.
All right, we'll take that.
Explain what was happening in that situation there.
I pulled up, I knocked on the door for visitation at 12 o'clock. Miss Hewitt was in the back room. When you walk in her house, you go to the living room, and then there's a hallway, and she was in the very back room in her bedroom. I'm assuming because she had walked out that way. But her daughter had answered the door, Sophie, Ashton's sister, and it was a nice day, we always went outside to play in the yard, or I would take him to the park that's just walking distance down the road. I'd been teaching him to climb those stairs because he has physical developmental delays, is what they called it at that time, but he was just kind of learning to walk at 3 years old. His feet turned in really bad. He didn't have a lot of muscle strength, so every time I would teach him to climb those stairs, there's 10 all the way to the top, we'd count as we go up, and then he really enjoyed getting in my truck, and he would play with the buttons, and he liked the horn, and so that was a normal routine when I got him. He'd be waiting at the door, grabbing his shoes, ready for me to put him on and take him outside.
Seems pretty, yeah.
Miss Hewitt had just come out of the back room, and by the time I made it to the top of the steps, made it to the truck door, and opened it, she came out irate, and she had said a few things before, and I just grabbed my phone and started recording at that time.
Is it true that you exercise your visitation in your truck?
I mean, it was never a problem for him to go, but no, I did not exercise the visitation in my truck. Typically, it was in her house, especially if it was a rainy day or if it was sunshine, we would go outside to play. There's not a whole lot of area to play there, but about 500 feet down the road, there is a little park area, and most of the time it would be me and Sophie would take him down to the park, or Asia might have been there at that time as well, my fiance. And
who was she directing to grab her child?
That was Sophia that was up there, ran past. I was holding Ashton in my arms.
And then who grabbed or who took Ashton from your arms?
Miss Hewitt came up and took him out of my arms.
Okay, and so after that encounter, were you able to have visitation that day?
No.
So you just left?
Yes, ma'am.
I just have a few questions about some of these incidents that you mentioned and some of the things that happened. You mentioned
Oh
this,
God, here's some
alleged incident
cross.
that happened on August 31st where you showed up, you saw your child for a short time, and then Miss Hewitt told you to leave. Is that right?
Yes.
But you don't have any proof of that beyond your testimony here today, do you?
No, sir.
And you were allowed to see this child, and you did see that child on that day?
For an hour and 20 minutes. That's correct.
And on September the 28th, we see the messages in the back and forth. She had messaged you previously to try to reschedule that, and you just didn't reply to her. Isn't that correct?
No, that's not correct. I did reply.
Okay. But she had discussed rescheduling that date with you, and you just weren't having it.
I had to leave out of town the next day,
He doesn't
so I
need
could
to.
not reschedule for my job.
But that visit, you were later able to make that up and have that time with your son.
I This lawyer is so bad. So
Yeah,
so you were able
hitting
to
a lot of the points that you want
reschedule.
to,
No,
but
I
he's
was
not
not able
doing
to
it well.
reschedule. Well, you might not have been able to reschedule, but you were able to do this later, right? No, I was not able to do it again.
Yeah.
Well, you got to make it
When it
up
comes
after we fucked you
across-
over, right? And it's like, yeah, I got to make it up weeks later after you already fucked me over. It's like, see, Your Honor.
Look, the issue is when it comes to cross-examination, it's very much the focus is on the attorney and their performance rather than even the questions being asked and answered. So, direct, it's more of a time for the witness to shine. For cross, it's time for the attorney to shine. He's asking the right questions, but his delivery, the fact that he's relying way too much on leading questions, even though it is cross, these are all things that are just subtracting from like his charisma score, right? Like
Yeah.
he's not hitting it out well, even though he's technically asking the right questions to be like, hey, because what he's trying to establish here is like, hey, you know, you've made up time before. There are things that get in the way. You were being obtuse when it came to trying to reschedule. These are all very, like, these are decent points to make in front of the judge, but you have to word them right.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, well, you did this, right? Oh, no, well, that didn't happen, you did this, right? Oh, well, now you just sound like a fucking 8-year-old.
And you've got to know the answers to these questions. That's always a big thing.
You always need to know the answer to the question that you're asking.
Yeah, and it feels like he doesn't actually know what the answer to any of these are. He's just kind of winging it and hoping that it's going to come out right.
Yeah, it's a fumbling of a cross-examination.
And it kind of makes me laugh, to be honest.
I mean, at least he's not objecting to his own question.
Yeah. God, that would be so funny. Your Honor, objection, leading question. You asked the question.
You asked the question. Also, it's cross. You're allowed to ask leading question.
No, sir.
Your testimony here today is that you never were able to make up the September 28th. You never offered you other time outside of what you were court ordered to let you make up that time.
Yes, she wanted me to come the following weekend, but like you stated earlier, it's 2 to 2.5 hours from my house, so you're talking a 5-hour round trip, and I work.
So she offered you an alternative, and you said no.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I
like that he thinks that's like such a big own. It's like, well, she offered you an alternative. He's like, yeah,
really
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not the. Look, when it comes to alternatives being offered, like, yeah, you're being good faith if you decide to, make up the time in a different way outside of a court order. But the fact of the matter is, you're still violating court order. So, where it matters, it doesn't yeah, okay, cool, you've offered me next week. Court ordered it for this week, so I want it this week. I don't have time next week. Fucking give me my time that the court has ordered at this time. And the fact that it keeps happening, it's always this person's birthday and that person's birthdays. There's always going to be an excuse not to give him the amount of time he has been ordered to be given.
Yeah. And it's really not helping your case to just sit here and act like this.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
that September 28th, after that party, you were able to see your son for a little bit that day.
No, that's not correct.
Not correct, okay.
She did not show back. She told me she wasn't coming back until like 8 o'clock at night, and that's not possible. I have to get up for work.
On October 26th, or sorry, before I stop or move on, you don't have any other proof, you don't have any other videos or anything else, any recordings of this time on the 28th, do you?
Objection asked and answered.
You don't have them here today.
No, I don't have them submitted as evidence. That's correct.
Let's move on to October 26th. Again,
I think it's funny that he really wanted to get a specific answer, so he tried to clarify it, which it really realistically didn't help the point he was trying to prove. Because he
No,
goes
it
like, well, you
didn't.
don't have him here today. He's like, yeah, I didn't bring him as evidence.
Right now, in Cross, he's doing the equivalent of, well, prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that it happened. And it's like, well, when you come at me like that, it kind of tells me that's what happened.
Exactly. It just looks really bad on you now. You've got to stop, bro.
And you've already asked about extra evidence.
To reschedule that, and you didn't text her back.
She never texts me, period. It states that in the messages that I never received any message from Miss Hewitt.
So your testimony is that you never received any message at all regarding trying to reschedule or trying to have just a different day
For the-
on the
I
calendar.
never
the father's
received
birthday,
anything from
no.
Miss Hewitt on that day trying to reschedule. That's correct.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
it was also, you were also able to make up that visit and have time with the child later after that, weren't you?
No, that's not correct.
I love it.
See, this is really,
Let's move
you
to this
shouldn't,
visit that
you should be
occurred
easy guessers,
on
and
November
they're
3rd.
not.
We saw the video.
Because if it was wrong, this would sort of be a time for him to like at least mention it a little bit. Because it's not his time to testify.
If
Testify
it was
comes
wrong,
later.
but then he goes, okay, well, you said here in your earlier testimony or in your deposition or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You said this, so are you saying this now? Like, oh, okay, cool. But he's not doing that. He's being shut down and told no, and he's not challenging anything.
It's so
And
funny
it's
to
like,
me.
okay, dude, I don't. Like, again, this goes to don't ask a question you don't know the answer to, and you seem to be asking a lot of those.
He's just kind of winging it. Like, are you 100% sure you knew what this case was about when you got here?
You were still under supervision at that time with your son, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay. And your testimony was that you took this child out of the home to your truck
Yeah, we climbed the stairs up.
without telling the mom.
Miss Hewitt never really engaged. She was always in her bedroom, in her bed, every visit.
So on this November the 3rd
Oh.
visit,
Oh, you just fucked up bad, attorney. You just fucked up bad, attorney. These are supervised visits. And in one of your questions in Cross, it's been revealed that the mom just hangs out in her bed and doesn't pay attention to the supervised visit. Yeah. This attorney has officially tanked this case.
visit, you take this child that's supposed to be supervised during this visitation out of her home and you place him in your car, and that's when this altercation occurred.
That is, you are not helping your case.
That's not even what happened.
So this was a supervised
Yeah.
visit, and she left you unsupervised, correct? Yeah, your
Yeah,
client
no, this
did.
is really bad.
Is this supposed to help your client? I'm confused.
We walked up the steps. I walked to my truck to grab a water or something out. He was not placed in the car. She walked out as soon as I made it to the truck. Sophie, his sister, was directly beside us.
Is she an adequate person to supervise these visits?
She was the only one that was there for most of the visits. Like I said, Miss Hewitt was always in her bed in the back bedroom. And
That's a really bad admittance to hang on to.
And after that
Yeah, this is one of those situations where if you're an attorney, you're kind of trying to breeze past this now, because that's an admittance that's bad for you.
Now this is a second time he's managed to state this, and it's right before you had a question to ask, like prepared, and so everyone's just hanging on the fact that mom does not supervise during her supervised visits. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just asking more questions about it. Stop asking questions about it.
Yeah, this is going down in flames. You have to stop.
exchange where she was saying, give me my child back, you voluntarily left, didn't you?
Yeah, she was showing animosity and hostile. That's not good for my child to see that, I don't think.
Again, horrible admittance for your client.
Dude, this witness is fucking great.
So you just
He is
left your scheduled
performing
visits?
exceptionally well on cross.
Well, yeah, because the mom was being like ridiculously hostile, and I don't want to, put that energy in front of my child.
He's remaining calm. He's responding well, and honestly, this lawyer has his work cut out for him.
This lawyer is like tanking himself. It's so funny.
He really is.
Stop asking these questions. They look bad for you.
You don't have to ask any questions. You can just be, no more questions, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And move on, right?
You just leave it.
I don't even think female lawyer has any cleaning up to do in redirect.
Yeah.
Like, this has been so clean.
Like, all they could, if they wanted to ask anything, all they get up is, so she was always asleep when you showed up, right? Yeah. She was always super hostile when you showed up, right? Yeah. Okay, no further questions.
Oh, man.
She didn't deny you any time. You voluntarily left. Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't a
But
question.
when she asked me if I need to leave, or I asked her if she needed to leave, she told me yes. So it's her home.
You never provided any text messages for that September the 28th when your lawyer asked you.
Is she crying?
And you testified that you had offered for him to stay and things of that nature.
Kind of looks like it.
Do you have any text messages to show that?
To show what?
You testified that you
To be fair, I don't necessarily blame her for not understanding that. Dad's
No,
lawyer
it's the
speaks in a very
accent.
strange way.
It's the accent, and they're trying to also speak like very legalese with an accent, so it's gonna come across as weird.
Yeah. I don't fully blame her for going what, because
Yeah, I might need to repeat on that question too.
yeah, even me and
Even the
Ava
judge
that
was
cover
like
this all the
earlier, "Hey, what was
time.
that date?"
Sometimes hearing her like, what is she saying? Where is she?
Who is this lost sassy child?
that sent him some text messages.
Oh, yep, she's been offered tissues.
I mean, we sent a lot of text messages. So,
But you didn't bring those here today, did you?
I mean, I've got them printed out and on my phone.
They're not here. Your lawyer didn't submit
Never
them.
kept him from
This is,
him.
look. This is good. This is good performance on a cross, right? She just asked, "Well, you didn't bring him here with you." Well, I think I did it, and so she goes over and she's going to impeach that testimony right now.
Yeah.
That is way better performance on cross-examination than this freaking Better Call Saul wannabe.
On that October the 26th, and that was incident with regards to
my dad's birthday.
Okay, that was your dad's birthday. Isn't it true that you texted him that you were going to your dad's birthday celebration on that day?
I let him know that it was his birthday and if we could reschedule, but he didn't want to, and so
Judge, this is non-responsive. I would object. I'm just asking, did you send that message
Hold on.
that
We
day?
have an objection. She's objecting. Non-responsive is not an objection to her own question. Non-responsive is saying that her answer is not responsive to the question. Overruled.
So, Ms. Hewitt, let me rephrase.
Restate your question.
Restate the question. All I'm asking is, on October the 26th, which you're saying it was your father's birthday, isn't it true that you sent the text message about the celebration on that day, that same day?
Yeah, I let him know it's my dad's
Oh, okay.
birthday.
Okay. So you did not give him prior notice.
There was no prior
not the
notice.
Day before, not the week before. It was on that day when you told him,
It was the
hey,
day
by
of.
the way, you can't visit with Ashton because I'm going to my dad's birthday. Correct?
I don't know if it was the day before or not.
Yes or no?
But bottom line is he saw his child that day.
Okay, and that's your testimony
Well,
that he did see your. Okay. All right.
She's doing fantastic.
Let's talk about the video.
Cheers, she's doing
recording
a
that
lot
we
better than the
played.
other one.
Is it your testimony that Mr. Fenton is teaching Ashton to go up the road by himself?
I'm not saying he's intentionally, that was his motive, but that's what was happening. Because he was sitting out in the truck in the road, and so every day he started
The truck was right there.
running up the steps and just trying to go straight out in the road after, because
No, he
most of his
wasn't. Shut up.
visits, he would be basically in his truck.
Okay, when he would do that, would Matthew be there engaging with him? He would run up to the stairs to see his father, is that right?
He was around the truck on the sidewalk and in the road.
So the father will be there when they're outside.
I mean, his girlfriend was in the truck and he would be
You're not answering the
I
question.
guarantee you that child never once stepped foot in the road.
Yeah.
around walking, doing things. And that's why I was watching and I was paying attention. Cars going by, and that's why I got so irate. I'm like, it needs to be in the house or in the yard, not in the road.
And how long has this been going on before November the 3rd?
I mean, it was going off. I mentioned it probably the last few visits, but
okay. This COVID situation, you testified that you told him for that November 9 visit, and you may have been confused here. November 9 visit, you testified that you told him Ashton had COVID, but isn't it true that the COVID positive test was November the 21st, correct? Because I have your text message here too.
okay.
You agree with that?
I mean, I agree. He got COVID then, but he also tested positive for COVID before that.
So the November the 9th, the COVID was not the reason. The reason was that you told Matthew that there was an
He was gagging on
ophthalmology
his-
appointment. Let me finish my question. November the 9th, he had his visit, and then it was cut short because you said there was a 2:30 ophthalmology appointment, correct?
Yeah, and he was
Okay.
fine with that.
Okay. Your lawyer.
Oh, you've been caught in the big lie because you're not going to an optometry or ophthalmologist or whatever the fuck you said, eye doctor appointment if your kid has COVID.
Yeah.
Kids staying home. Kids stay in quarantine.
I also like how she goes,
Wait,
well, he
okay.
was fine with that. It's like, yeah, the problem is you were lying about it, not whether or not he was fine with it.
Lawyer asked you about November the 9th, and your answer was, I told him that Ashton had COVID. So that was not true.
Well, I mixed up the dates. It's in
Okay.
the text messages.
Fair enough. Okay. But there was a COVID positive test. It was
Jesus
just
Christ.
not November the 9th. Can we agree on that? It was November the 21st, correct?
I guess.
Okay.
The court has considered the testimony regarding the initial motion for contempt in count, well, I'll deal with each one of the counts. In count one, there's a testimony that his parenting time was supposed to begin at 12, and he was supposed to, under that original court order, was to be given, I think it was 12 to noon, or to, I think it was 1 to 9 maybe.
12 to 9 p.m.
12 to 9. And so that's a period of 9 hours that he was supposed to have visitation with the child. That couple of hours or 4 to 5 hours is not the same as 9 hours, but in any event, it appears that that was during an adjustment period when they were beginning to try to set up the visitation and begin the visitation. And most of those instances, this court is of the opinion that those explanations that were given don't rise to the level of willful contempt because of the fact that there was some visitation. It may have been cut short, or he may have agreed to not. The cutting short of the supervised visitation on the date when he had the child up on the sidewalk, and she came out. Her response is indicative of her attitude towards the visitation entirely. And that is also reflected in what I'll deal with in the next set of motion for contempt. But as to the initial motion for contempt, I do not find that the proof rises to the level of willful and deliberate contempt, criminal contempt, and therefore I find her not guilty of those charges. On the second motion for contempt, there's really only 2 instances, and in those instances, she was supposed to be complying with the order of this court regarding the change of visitation and the schedule of conduct. It's interesting that the fact that she was able to obtain transport to pick the child up, but suddenly then transport fell through. Frankly, this court does not find Ms. Hewitt to be a credible witness based upon not only today's testimony, but also my observation of her demeanor in today's testimony, my observation of her at prior hearings in this court, and my belief that there was misrepresentation at the very least to this court at prior hearings regarding the medical condition of this child, which has been later proven by satisfactory to the court's satisfaction by evidence at a prior hearing when I changed the custody of the child. So when I read these text messages, for example, on the count 1, which is the February 7th date, when she picked the child up and then wasn't going to return the child, and he indicated he'd be there to pick him up later this evening, and then she said she'd be there later to pick him, be up there later this evening. He'd be ready at 6, and then on the 9th, when he was supposed to be ready to go home to his dad's, her statement was that her car couldn't make it. Connie just let me know she couldn't take us and so forth. And then she said, I don't have any way to get there. He said, I'll come and get him. I'm on my way. Because he had a cardiologist appointment. Again, that's one of those factors that the court used in determining that this child was better off with the father than with the mother, was that the child's medical needs were not being met, and it was not being given the importance that this court found. A cardiologist appointment for a child of this age is extremely important, and heaven and earth should have been moved, and Mr. Fenton moved heaven and earth to come and get the child. Her response, as Ms. Hendrickson pointed out, is instructive. Her response was when he said, like I said, I'm on my way. You understand I'm the one that gave child support your name and cooperated and wish I never did because you're going too far with my child and you don't know. Plus, my child, you don't know. Plus, you lied saying you'd never try to take him. And look, I never got notice of a damn court date, and you think you're keeping my child? Question mark. I find her guilty of willful and deliberate contempt in regard to the denial of return of that child on that occasion.
Yes, you do.
Failure to comply with the court's order.
Not surprising.
Anyway, I'm of the opinion that again represents an intentional and willful, deliberate violation of the court order or failure to bring the child back. And for that reason, I find her as well, in that instance, 2 counts of failure to comply with the court order, and found that she is in willful, deliberate contempt. Sentence her in each of those cases to 10 days in the county jail. I will suspend that based on the fact that it is her first occasion to have violated the court's order. But I want to make it clear one thing, and that is that I will not hesitate to lift that suspension and have you serve those 20 days in jail consecutively, which I'm allowed to do under an order for violation of a domestic relations order. I can make that 10 days in each of those counts consecutive to one another. And I will do that if you try to play games with this court's orders, or if you do anything that indicates to me that you are violating a court order. Your attitude towards Mr. Fenton is going to be reflected in your child if you are not careful.
Yep. That's about right. Any further thoughts, Ava? You good?
Hi, sorry about that.
I was about to say.
Yeah, sorry. Baba Power woke up from a nap and demanded a sandwich, which I had actually already ready for him. I just had to get it plated and over to him. Anyway, thank you, Big Buddhist, for the 5. The dad is mentioning he's helping teach the son to walk. I think part of this is about her being jealous because he's more involved than she is. I think you might be onto something there.
That is a possibility.
Now let me go to... All right, we're looking at the body cam footage for Liver King, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop that up. I wonder if I can just... I can do that. And then I can screen share with Eva. So we both are on the same page.
Pop out screen for me. There we go. Full screen. Then I just switch it over to Discord.
And then...
And we're good to go.
And you have... I think I have a better layout for this. Not this one. Oh, ignore that one too. This one should be... Yeah, that looks neater. And it's still got the message on the bottom. So this one is from the EU Body Cam channel. Also, hi, Nianis. Welcome to my
What's up,
puddle.
Nian?
I didn't know Nianis hadn't followed me yet. Stealth following on Twitch. Not very stealthy. It popped up on screen for everybody.
You failed that self check, I'm sorry to say. Natural one. Yes, it's the Liver King, guys. Yes, this is the guy. I know a few people remember, I think it was one of the first Elpire Yaps that I did, where I just covered news topics and stuff. But this guy ended up being intercepted because he was traveling via bus across multiple states while making threatening as fuck videos about coming after Joe Rogan. So when he actually got off the bus and he was in Texas, they nabbed him up because holy shit, like he's taking actual steps to get to Joe Rogan and he's been making threats the whole way. And this is apparently the interrogation room footage following that arrest.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the guy who wants to eat meat or says you should eat raw meat to get gains when in reality he just destroyed his body with steroids.
You picked a fight, Joe Rogan, with another man, a real one. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. My name is Liver King.
A series of videos posted by social media influencer Liver King leaves his followers increasingly concerned. But when he arrives in Austin claiming he's there to pick a fight with podcast host and media personality Joe Rogan, police are forced to step in.
Can this video of me being in this container, can it go on social media?
The following is based on official police records to date, and the
Fucking
footage has never been seen
content-brained
before until
asshole.
now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On June 23, 2025, 47-year-old fitness influencer Brian Liver King Johnson posted this video to Instagram.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me, but I'm picking a fight with you.
The next day, Brian posted another video revealing that he'd arrived in Austin, Texas, the home of Joe Rogan's podcast studio.
Just pulling up to the capital of Texas. What's the capital of Texas? What's the capital of Texas? Houston. It's Houston. Guess what? You're
Officers with the Austin Police Department locate Brian at a hotel and move in to arrest him on a misdemeanor warrant, hoping to avoid negative publicity through an altercation with a high-profile influencer. They move through the hotel covertly without their uniforms and speak with him directly.
Pretty smart.
Brian agrees to go with the officers, first taking a moment to say a prayer with his team.
to discern what matters. Nothing that doesn't. It's from what matters. To be profitable with time. Bridge the gap, the delta of perfect empty God's life.
What in the fuck?
That's walking with the light, that's God's time. That's your time. That you protect us. Well, that's walking your light, not.
Oh man, how far have you fallen?
I mean, he was already pretty low to start with.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, true.
You and Justin are taking turns to live stream it and or make sure that you just post everything you can as soon as you can. Okay, because it's today and that's the truth.
They escort Brian outside and check him for weapons, but allow him to keep his cell phone.
Sit all the way back, handcuffs. Oh, yeah, you're just. Hold on, let me figure that out real quick. Hold on 1 second. I'm mobile, bro. Okay. I can do. Okay, that'll work. How do you feel with that? That's fine. You guys put handcuffs on people in the back of the car?
Yeah, everyone's got to go in handcuffs.
Inside the car, though? How come?
Departmental policy.
Yeah. Because it seems pretty protected.
Okay. Thanks, excellent. Okay.
What day is that? Today's Monday? Monday or Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Oh my God, it's Tuesday. I'm supposed to have all my meetings today. Yeah, every day is someone else's day, and today, Tuesday's the day that I transact with the outside world. And I'm just thinking, I hope that somebody on my behalf will share that I'm not transacting, not with the outside world today.
Where are you from originally?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, really?
Naval base. And my wife is from Poland. I'm telling people now, from now on, I'm from Poland, actually, because we went to every base, you know. Yep. So where are you really from? You know what? I'm from the friendliest state in the world, the best country in the world. It's called Texas. You know what Texas means, bro? Do you know?
No.
It actually is like Spanish. Tejas is
Oh
Spanish.
god, he's like on a
Yeah, Texas is pretty friendly. But you know what I love?
He's like on a
friendly
manic
is we can
episode or
only be
something.
this friendly because we can also be as dangerous as it allows us to be with these laws that make this great place called this place. But I'm kind of telling people, my roots are Poland and Texas.
We'll beat you out that side, okay?
Sure.
Brian arrives at the station and is escorted to an interrogation
Hey,
room.
can you
where he
please just
remains
stop
uncertain
talking?
Why he's even here in the first place.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be, what was that? Am I arrested?
You are, yeah.
And they don't tell you why?
Yeah, the lead detective will give all that information to you. It's a terroristic threat, is what it's called.
Is it Texas or FBI?
We're with the Austin Police Department, so Texas.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang tight for me, Mr. Johnson.
Okay.
Somebody be in your show.
Okay.
What in the fuck? You just getting all the jigglies out?
I guess.
What if he just transformed into something? Oh my gosh, it's an FTP!
I'll take that for $1.
Honestly, I would use this footage
According to
in an
police records,
SCP,
Brian posted another
but then I'd use
video in
AI
which he
to
was seen carrying a medieval
edit it.
axe, as well as a black box with a
He
Joe
was
Rogan
carrying what?
Experience sticker on the top. Though he was secretive about the box's contents, investigators would later find out what was inside.
What was inside?
Wow, turning up terroristic. They don't have to tell you here. In the state of Texas,
He had a medieval axe in a mysterious box.
they can just arrest you.
How
I
is
don't
this
know how you
man?
get out of this box? How long do you spend in the box? Do they tell you how long you spend in the box? Can this video of me being in this container?
Ew, gross,
Can it go
gross.
on
Yeah.
social media?
The detective finally arrives, but his
Can
attempt
it
at
go
an
on social
introduction is
media?
quickly shut down.
I don't know if you have any involvement for law enforcement. I just kind of want to tell you about myself.
If you don't mind, I'm going to skip all that. I don't want to know about you. I just want you want to know about me. And so let's skip everything about you, and whatever you want to know about me or the situation, let's elucidate that as fast as possible.
Okay, absolutely, sir. I respect that.
The detective reads Brian his Miranda rights, then asks if he understands each of them.
There's one that I don't. If I have the right to terminate this interview at any time, what would happen next?
And then you and I are done talking.
And then can I leave?
Yes, sir. You'll be arrested and go down to the jail.
Oh, so I'm not arrested?
You are arrested. That's what I'm saying. When we're done talking.
Okay, I'll terminate this interview.
You're going to jail.
Put me in jail. Let's go.
Do you mind? I
Yeah,
saw you have
okay.
the phone on. You mind if I have that? You're not allowed to have a phone in here per policy.
Oh, I already posted everything that I had in here.
Okay.
Is that okay? Because do I need to undo that?
No, that's fine. But just.
So you're asking me the question, if it's a demand, you guys can do whatever you need to do. But you said, do you mind? Yeah, I mind. It's my phone.
Man, this
it's
guy
what
is
I have
on
me
some.
right now. So maybe there's a protocol and you should use different language.
Well,
So
I don't
whatever-
want to demand. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful or.
Maybe you should use different language, bro.
I haven't seen any of that.
Okay, I'm just
I haven't
asking.
seen that.
You don't think I'm being respectful, do you?
Well, think about this. You said, do you mind? Yeah, I mind. So the answer is yes, I mind.
Okay. Can you give me your phone?
I could.
Will you give me your phone, please?
I would like not to do that.
Okay.
He asks
May
for
I go to the
time,
bathroom?
but Brian once again
I
refuses
just,
to hand it
God.
over. On that note, the detective leaves the room, and Brian continues the conversation alone.
Post that one also. Posted that one. We'll post the next ones too. What happens next? What happens next? Well, I take you down to the jail is next. Okay, so I could just interview with you and then go to the jail, or I could skip that line and go straight to the jail. New experiences, new information, collect more points. We already did it in Poland. Yeah, in Poland, that can happen too. And it did, and so we kind of have a little bit of a reputation, a little bit of experience in jail. And I learned a lot, so I collected more points, adventure, novelty. The evolutionary hunter, that's what you do. You go out to do adventure.
What is happening
accept the
right now?
risk. Hopefully it's commensurate with a reward. Hopefully that you can make
He's going to.
risk. That geometrically
He's going to jail to
magnifies the
XP
reward,
farm.
but never at the risk of like self, really, unless the reward is worth it.
According to police records,
It's his
an officer
quest.
with the Violent Crimes Task Force
It's
spoke
his
with Brian's
quest.
executive protection employee, Justin. When asked about the contents of the black
man.
box donning the Joe Rogan podcast sticker, Justin claimed it held 2 custom-made staccato pistols that were meant to be gifts for Joe Rogan.
So to know your high swords, your 4 of them, decision-making matrix. 2-way doors, just go. Fire, fire, aim. 1-way doors, spend some time to
Did you
aim,
try to
maybe
John
aim and
Wick?
fire, depending on how one-way it is. And then 1-way, let's go to jail for a little bit. I've already done that, but maybe I'll learn something new in the process. We'll collect some more points and do some squats. Not real squats, like the ones that you kind of do, like the pistol variety. The ones that count. Oh, you probably won't get his attention.
The pistol variety of squat.
But what happened is, you picked a fight, Joe Rogan, with another man. A real one.
When did he ever pick a fight with you? He's never even acknowledged you.
Thought you'd pick a fight with, and so now there's real consequences.
I'm not even sure if Joe's acknowledged
You'll
even
just
this
make one
incident yet.
stronger in jail. For how long? will
I think
be
he
here,
did that
you
very
think?
briefly.
What law did I break? Which law did I break? Whoa, Joe,
So many
Rogan,
laws.
You compromised something big. It's the state of Texas. You allowed this to be happening. You wanted it to happen.
Records state that officers spoke with Joe Rogan himself, who was made aware of the threats by his own security team. Joe Rogan claimed he'd never had any sort of contact with Brian and was unaware of why he would be targeting him. He went on to say that he feels that Brian appears to be, quote, significantly unstable and seems like he needs help.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, right? You're arrested by the Violent Crimes Division. You know what's not cool is to be called a terrorist. That's not cool. A terroristic threat. That's not cool when your home is Texas. And then the person that's hoping to put you
Bro,
there
you
is
came
not
from, like,
Texas.
Florida.
He's not. He's from California, y'all. Yeah, you know what we do from
Y'all?
outsiders? It's like Pace Picante style. Get a rope. Not a threat. I'm just, that's the
Okay, yeah, you
commercial.
can.
And that's in principle. That's what
What?
Texas.
No, that was a threat.
We honor that kind of friendly. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan.
Can this mindless babble be
My
used
name
in
is
court?
Larry King.
It may be
Who
for
do
an
I wanna
insanity
fight?
plea.
Who am I picking a fight with? Joe Rogan.
You're like, what does any of this even mean?
Yeah, I have no
Lawli
idea.
Liver King week. No, actually, that was wrong. The week is the same as the password for the free Wi-Fi. It's you, Joe Rogan, with a thank you mark.
Many of Brian's followers expressed their concerns with his mental state after he posted the following video.
Because I'm here all week. I don't know if you heard. Rogan versus Liver King. Period. C-O-M. All week, this week. It started on Monday. It's going to go through at least Friday. It may go over the weekend, but
Oh, the steroids burned his
longer than
brain.
that, I'm going to record a lot of videos this week. And then I'm not going to record any for a long time.
Brian takes out his phone and plays what appears to be a recording of himself, captured just moments ago in the interrogation room. He listens as he waits for officers to collect him.
What's up, man? So, hello, sir. Turn around. Turn around? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna place you in handcuffs for right now. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Appreciate you. Where's your phone at, sir? It's in my pocket.
The phone continues to play on the table as they remove the remainder of his property. He's then transported to the local jail.
Would it be funny if I told you I had another phone on me?
Ooh, Brad.
That would be a little funny, you know, because they're supposed to take a bunch of stuff from you the first time.
Yeah.
And then they leave a lot of stuff. And then sometimes that happens again. That would be funny, right?
That might be a little funny, yeah. Brian, I don't know all your backstory. Where are you from?
If you don't mind, I'm not going to be as friendly as I normally am.
Early up to you.
Yeah.
The following day, Brian posted a $20,000 bond and was released from jail. As a condition of his release, he was ordered to have no contact with the victim or his family and to wear a GPS monitor. The next morning, Brian posted a new video to Instagram, suggesting he still has future plans involving Joe Rogan.
If anybody knows where Seth Rogen's, the other version of him that rhymes with blow, if anyone knows where its family's going to be today, let, my team know so that we can stay within 200 yards, not close to them, to stay away from them. Oh, please, actually, I redact that. Don't do anything to their family. If anyone who's around us can alert us that there might be anyone with the last name Rogan around, then I'll happily go the other 200 yards. This thing will help me make certain. You know how good that feels on the ankle? And then we're going to go to the Capitol at 7 p.m. every day. We'll be at the Capitol where they make laws. Rogan versus Liver King. I'm picking a fight.
According to court documents, 47-year-old Brian Liver King Johnson was charged with terroristic threat causing fear of imminent serious bodily injury.
Yeah.
His case was
I would
dismissed
be
in
afraid.
November of 2025, following the completion of required counseling classes. Get less restricted content
Okay,
and an
go to
unfiltered
therapy.
look at our cases. For extended coverage, join us on Spotify
Crazy.
and see what you've been missing.
Well then.
But there we go, chat. That's everything that I had.
Somebody asked why the police can't keep him after that. The police can't really make determinations of crazy. They can say, I think somebody's
Yeah.
crazy, and then ask for a professional opinion on it. But they cannot,
but that usually comes through getting a court order. You know, it's the court that can order, someone be mentally evaluated.
Yeah, the police can't just say, I think you're crazy, so we're not going to let you go.
Yeah, that's how we used to do things, and it's why the psych wards were so bad back then, and why they had to be closed down, and now why we don't have them to protect us from the actually crazy people.
Yeah. From the more crazy people.
Yeah, from the more crazy people. Oh, thank you so much, the King of Daylights, for the 5. Oh, Brian King. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was unhinged.
But chat, I think that's all we really needed to even cover today, honestly.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I hope you all enjoyed.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Enjoyed it. I know some of this stuff can be kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Yes.
See, gonna rename this to Liver King and Crazy Moms. I don't know. Forget who we can read out and do.
It looks like Atari's streaming, so I'm gonna raid into Atari for obvious reasons.
Nice.
But chat, as
Alrighty.
usual, I will be back later tonight. I don't know what we're doing, but we'll figure it out.
Yep, and chat, I will see you all tomorrow.
Let me double check on the Twitch. Anyways, bye chat. You guys be good for Atari, and we will see you later tonight for more card word crack. Bye guys. Love you all.